every minute you're spent just getting a line correctly is a minute you're not spent defending the triple option. So that's what makes it so challenging.
There's an old adage about facing the option: tackle everybody.
Correct.
Now, with that in mind, with the quarterback Luptak, who was, as you said, has been around forever and is really a real wizard running this offense. As a case, you want to make sure you're getting some contact on him on every play if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw that last time they came here, 2019. Obviously, had some big runs in the spring. I remember 2019 broke a long one, and that's what he has the ability to do. You talk about Media Day. He was their representative at Media Day. Coach DeMarco, their head coach, had referenced that he's what makes that whole thing go. And so he's such an important component for them to be able to run that system effectively. And certainly we have to have a hat on him at all times.
The Geneva defense, a lot of parallels in that it's pretty different than what we see from from many of the other PAC opponents, correct?
Yeah, they'll play a stack, but they'll also utilize, as we would consider it, 5 defensive backs. They where maybe you traditionally see true outside backer there, and maybe single high or 2 high safeties. Well, they utilize those 3 in so many different configurations, and with the 3-3, just they get a lot more speed on the field, and just some different things you have to prepare for. Going through it with the quarterback, there's some looks that we just haven't seen to this point in the season, and then that's again just things that they force you to prepare for. And certainly versus us, we've seen in the years past where they come out in a certain defensive structure, and then against us, it's one that we had not seen them do all season long. So we know against Geneva, we truly do have to prepare for everything, because we do not know exactly what we'll see until we go out there on the first and 10.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I remember a handful of years ago, they came out in a 4-man line, which they probably hadn't played since the days of leather helmets.
Yeah, and then that was late in the season, and all the games we had prior, what they did that year, we had not seen prior that season. So we know, it's great. It shows the respect they have for our run game and our offense. That hey, we have to align a little bit differently. So yeah, really, our guys are where our big emphasis is. Hey, they could throw anything at you, no matter what they do. Though, within our system, our guys know our roles, and we just have to stay calm and make sure we recognize what they're doing, and then take care of our assignment based on that alignment.
The Geneva defense led by linebacker Dakota Allen, but he reportedly was injured in the W&J game. He was not on the 2-deep listed, although 2 years ago Amos Luptak wasn't on the 2-deep, and he played. He came trotting out to lead the team, much as we expected he would. But Dakota Allen, if he can't go, that is a big absence for that Geneva defense.
Yeah, such a great player. I mean, he was a first-team all-conference performer this spring, which I felt was very deserving. I think he's one of the best defensive players in this conference, and you never want to see that. Obviously, noticing that he wasn't in the 2-deep and finishing that game against Washington and Jefferson, you never want to see that. I mean, great players, you want to see them get to maximize their 4 years and get to utilize their talents and gifts to the fullest. And I will say, though, they have so many different weapons on defense. They had some great young guys we saw in the spring that are back. Their linebackers are always physical, downhill players. So, Geneva they have no shortage of talent and speed still roaming on that defense.
Geneva, as we said, coming in at 2-3, opened the season with losses to Worcester and Carnegie Mellon, but then, as Coach alluded to, the big win over St. Vincent to get things going, and then also at Bethany, the 2 victories this year for Geneva. Because of what Geneva does offensively, and they're the type of team that can have a 12, 13, 14 play drive that uses up half of a quarter. Time of possession, is it, again, if you can score quickly, you'll score quickly. There's no doubt about that. I mean, you'll take a 60-yarder. But is this also a type of game where maybe a big part of your defense can be your offense?
Yeah, no, it absolutely could, and really, and that's not even, something that we try to do. I think we just play within our offensive structure, but against Geneva, naturally, the way their defense is structured, a lot of the success we've had against them have been long drives. They force you to run the ball. They force you, to do different things where you're not just going to get the explosive play. So I think the nature of what they do defensively, as long as we just play within our system, without us having to do do anything different, just play within ourselves. It's going to put us in a position where we're going to have chances to have long drives, and that's going to include converting on key third downs, which we traditionally do, and something we'll have to do in this game to be competitive in that time of possession battle.
It, of course, is homecoming, and we didn't get that. We didn't have homecoming 2020, so having it back will certainly make an already special day, or special weekend, I should say, even more special. Coach, you're an alum. I'm an alum. It's a big weekend. We never really left, but what's homecoming mean to you?
Yeah, the first thing that always jumps out is we do talk as a team a lot about each of us needs all of us. And that doesn't just mean the guys getting dressed currently in that locker room. It's the fact that, we talk brick by brick and the bricks we've laid and the bull wins and big wins, they're truly only made possible because of the bricks laid by those who've come before us. And we want our guys to recognize that. I was thinking about this today, though, what it means to me. I'm coming back here. Some of the success we've had, I just love this place. I love this school. I love this program. I want those who've played to be proud of where Grove City College football is at and how important that is. I think about that and going to bowl games and being in big games and being at the halfway point and having guys getting recognized nationally. We want to be good stewards of just an amazing place, an amazing program, and make those who come back for homecoming proud of where Wolverine football is. And when we go out there, it's wanting to continue that, to continue to make people proud of what we represent on the field, but not just on the field, but with what we're trying to do here to truly build the whole person. And I think homecoming is a great time to reflect on just wanting to make all those who put so many hours, time, blood, sweat, and tears into this program, just to have them be proud of what we're doing. And this is a time to reflect on that.
Now, Coach, what are the keys to make the homecoming game a very happy occasion by beating Geneva? What are a few things the Wolverines need to do?
Number one, defensively, absolutely, is no assignment breakdowns in the triple option. I believe if we do our job, we're in our assignment every single time, as our players have done, all season long. They're going to make plays. But the biggest thing is with the triple option, no breakdown. Not have a play where nobody ends up on the quarterback and he goes running free, or nobody takes the dive player and he goes up the middle for 15 yards. No assignment breakdowns. That's something we are striving for. So you have to limit the run. And then secondly, with defense, they had 2 long passing touchdowns in the last couple of games. They are going to throw it at times, and you can't have a guy you may have a corner who's been sitting there defending run for 15 straight plays, and then randomly a guy goes streaking down the field. Well, you can't leave your man. So eliminate the explosive play, no assignment breakdowns in the run game. That's the key. Offensively, we have to just be able to run the football. That's what we've done against Geneva. We're going to make plays in the past, but consistently, when the opportunity presents itself, we have to get our normal grinded out 5-6 yards of run. And, when we do that, we have a good chance to do what we need to do offensively to win. So I think consistently averaging those medium gain runs in the run, that's going to set the tone for us offensively. And then, as we've talked about earlier, we've had special teams go both ways for us this year. We got to be consistent, put the ball through the uprights when we need to, get the extra first down on return. So assignment sound run on defensively, no explosive plays. Get the run game going, consistently average our 5 to 6 yards a run, and special teams just make those routine plays that we feel we can. If we do that, we'll have a chance to have success on homecoming 2021.
Coach, always a pleasure. We appreciate your time. Best of luck against Geneva. Enjoy homecoming weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Briggsy.
You've been listening to the Andrew Donato Show on the Wolverine Sports Network. Kickoff is next on the home of the Wolverines.
What is that?
Oh, it's my time machine.
Does it work?
Sure, just hit this button.
Whoa, dinosaurs, cool.
Or we can go here.
Hey, that's Napoleon.
Oui.
Or we can go to the future.
Wow, hey, you have this nice house. Do I have a nice house?
No, you didn't save any money. Always spent it on vacations and stuff.
If only there was a way I could go back in time and correct that bad habit.
Yep.
Okay, the time machine is not real, but the saving thing is. Get in the habit of putting some of your money in savings each week through a 401k, savings account, or financial investments. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy tips on saving, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
What does this crazy little button do?
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
This is the Wolverine Sports Network.
Field on the campus of Grove City College, the Wolverine Sports Network presents Grove City College football. This afternoon, it is homecoming for the Wolverines as they host the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. The Golden Tornadoes come into play at 2-3 and 2-2 in the conference. The Wolverines are 4-1 and 3-1 in the PAC. Mark Means, Chris Birch, Jaron Morton back at the studios. And we've got a big challenge in front of the Wolverines this afternoon, Chris.
Yeah, no question about it. Ryan Briggs said that Geneva might be the best 2-3 team in the country in his interview with Coach DiDonato, and Coach agreed. And I mean, you talk about a team that has, they've played some of the better teams, in the conference and in the area, lost close games. Really the only blemish on their schedule, and it's not that much of a blemish, was losing by 2 touchdowns to CMU. But otherwise, they've taken care of business and, had number 11, Washington and Jefferson, on the ropes last week. A team that, gives everybody matchup problems. So, yeah, they've got their hands full today. This is going to be a heck of a game.
And you look at Geneva, they beat the Wolverines back in the spring, 24-17, and come off the 3-point loss to W&J last week, 24-20. When you talk about this triple option offense for the Golden Tornadoes, it starts with quarterback Amos Luptak.
Yeah, he runs it, with great precision. He can run it with precision, but he also can certainly do a lot of things on the fly. He's a guy that he's never going to have a real high percentage. You're never going to look at him and say, "Oh man, he's so efficient." But he's the guy though that when he does complete the passes, it goes for big plays. And I think part of that, Mark, having watched him twice now, I've seen this Geneva team the last 2 years, is basically he running or throwing is kind of last with him. So a lot of times he's throwing the ball away after a broken play or something. But when it's a designed pass play, it goes down the field, and it oftentimes gets it done and catches the defense so worried about the things they do in their offense that a receiver gets behind the defense.
The biggest thing against an offense like this, and we heard Coach talk about it, is reading your keys and being in the right spot. It's not about making plays all over the field. It's about containing this offense.
Yeah, no question about it. And I mean, I think, certainly this Grove City defense has played well enough and is good enough that they don't want to try to reinvent the wheel. They don't want to try to be something then that they're not. They just want to make sure that they are aware of all of the different formations. So when they have the unbalanced line, when they have the 3 running backs in with the tight end, they know where they're supposed to be, and they know what things Geneva wants to do out of that particular formation. Again, all of that stuff is easy not easy, but it's manageable to break down on film, and it's easy to talk about it and walk through it in practice. But it's another thing entirely when you got Luptak back there sort of improvising.
And you look at not only Luptak running the ball, throwing the ball, but it's the running back for them as well. You talk about Tyler Lippett, the sophomore fullback.
They can kind of get into that jet sweep action and, get to the outside. So just a whole lot of things for a defense to be thinking about. And sometimes as a defense, the problem is when you're thinking, you're not reacting, and you lose just a little bit of that aggression and a little bit of that urgency. And that's why I think the defense, we've talked about everything we want to talk about, but when that game starts, now we just got to go out and play.
And you look at and you throw in the challenges they bring offensively. Well, they're pretty good at special teams, too. They are number 2 in the conference in kick returns.
Yeah, again, it's just something else to think about. And that's part of the thing, with the athletes that they have. So lots of things for Grove City College to think about. But here's the thing: this Grove City College team, Mark, and you and I we've been here the entire evolution, right? There's a lot of things Geneva has to think about with Grove City College as well, right? So that's the good news.
Some of those things to think about is, the number 16 quarterback in the country in yardage, and Josh East at 16-34. Clayton Parrish, number 2 in the country in rushing touchdowns with 11.
Love it.
And then you throw in, guys like Gustafson and Frazier, who both had huge games last week at Waynesburg.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. This team has so many different weapons now, and East has been, just phenomenal, wrapping up kind of a, coming down the stretch here of a phenomenal career. One of the all-time greats. He'll go down as far as quarterbacks at Grove City College. And then, like you said, that stable of running backs that they have.
Grove City's won the toss. It's for their choice.
They can all do different things.
Guys flip around here.
You got your inside guy and your outside guy and a big offensive line.
Geneva will receive.
Not to mention
facing
maybe
the
the best,
good luck, guys.
the best
Have a good game.
wide receiver in all of Division III. So, yeah, a lot of things for Geneva to think about.
You heard our referee, Greg Gumpf, in the background. Grove City won the toss, deferred, so Geneva will get the football first. And we love to talk a lot about line play. And line play has been unbelievable for the Wolverines this year. You talk about, Coach Baney's O-line. They've given up 4 sacks in 5 games.
That's amazing.
It's number 1 in the conference.
That's absolutely amazing, considering, too, when you contrast that to the fact that the defense is doing a lot of sacking as well, right? So, that's a great stat found by you. Good research on your part. They're leading the conference in both plus sides of the sack equation. For East to only have been sacked 4 times is an amazing statistic. A lot of the credit goes to the line. I also think East has gotten really good at getting rid of the football before he takes his sack. He can also, of course, do some things with his legs.
When you're a coach, you're coaching at this high level, you have a lot of sleepless nights. When you can look at one number as an offensive coach and know you are number 1 in your conference in converting third downs, you might get a little more rest knowing that.
And I think that's where, we always talk about, you and I always, whenever we kind of communicate off air about upcoming opponents, for our games, we always talk about the things that you have to worry about and think about with these other teams. Imagine having to play Grove City and worrying about, having the ball for more than 10 minutes. They're so good at converting third downs. They're so good at, long consuming drives and things like that. And I think maybe, Mark, you could make the case that today against this Geneva team, it's maybe even more important than usual to have those long drives and to sustain and keep Geneva's offense off the field.
Let your offense play a little defense today.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. That was always my line as a basketball coach, right? Is all right. Well, we can't compete with this high-powered offense, so let's run our O for a minute.
That's why you never wanted the shot clock at that
that's
level,
right. That's right. No way.
Custer's kick is away. We are underway, fielded at the 12. Far hash to the right side, up the middle, across the 25-30 to the 35-yard line. And that is where the Golden Tornadoes will begin. First down and 10, going right to left.
Yeah, that was a good return there by Hilton McLean. And you can see just kind of one look at him, and you can kind of see why they've done really well with the kick returns. That guy's shifty as heck and has some breakaway speed.
So Luptak, the senior quarterback out of Quaker Valley, going to run this offense for the Golden Tornadoes. One receiver in the formation, wings to each side, fullback behind Luptak. Luptak's going to keep it, and he's able to get forward for just a couple. It'll bring him 2nd down and 8.
That's a great start right there. As you can see, a little bit of misdirection. Grove City did a great job staying at home. The thing you worry about with Geneva, though, sometimes is they'll almost throw a play away like that just to set something up on the next play, and that.
Lippett is the fullback, wings to each side. Luptak goes under center, one receiver to the right. Man will go in motion. Luptak's going to pitch it to the man who went in motion, and they'll string that play out and turn it upfield That's Brandt on the carry out of Beaver Falls. Going to bring up 3rd down and close to 8 now.
Yeah, that was a great job of that. You know, that sort of old standard about defending this offense is you tackle every guy that might end up with the ball. You could see that. Luptak got tackled, the fullback got tackled, and the running back, Brandt, got tackled with the ball.
3rd down, 7, opening drive for the Golden Tornadoes. Wingman comes in motion. They give it to the fullback, and there is no running room whatsoever for the big fullback, Tyler Lippett.
Lippett, yeah, you're right, Mark. Just nowhere for him to go. What a great start, a great 3 and out for the Grove City College defense.
So 4th down and 7. As they will kick the football to the Wolverines with Dunlap back. He'll come up on the catch at the 25-yard line. Made the first man miss. Got to the 30. Spun off of a tackle, and he'll be down right about the 31-yard line. So Wolverines get the stop defensively, now take over offensively.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. Well defended by Geneva's punt team, but Grove City still decent starting position as they'll start on their own 32. 1st and 10, 13 minutes even to go here in this first quarter. We'll take our first look at the Wolverines offense.
So it'll be Heckathorn and Gustafson to the right side. Scott Frazier to the left. With Nico Flatti and Josh East in the backfield on 1st and 10 from the 32. Fullback goes in motion. They give it to Flatti running up the middle across the 35, lowers his shoulder across the 40 and down to the 41-yard line. So Nico picks up 9 on his first carry, coming into play, averaging about 5 per carry.
Yeah. How about the block there by big Dylan Lane, just flattening the guy so that Flatti could get up there, make that move into the linebacking core, and get a big gainer on 1st down.
Frazier to the left, Heckathorn and Gustafson go to the right side. It's Tamburino, the fullback, on a wing to the left. He'll come in motion into the backfield. East gives it to Flatti. This time Nico trying to get to the 1st down marker. He's going to be close. And they're going to give him the 1st down. He needed 1, picked that up, and it's 1st and 10 Wolverines.
Yeah, Aviati did a nice job from that linebacker position there for Geneva, stuffing him, but not before his forward progress managed to get by the marker. So the Wolverines pick up their first down of the afternoon.
Aviati's a guy to keep an eye on. Tied for the team lead in tackles with 37.
Yeah, he's a good player. Just a football player. Wherever you plug him in, he's going to get the job done.
Frazier and Heckathorn to the left. Gustafson singled up to the right side. Fullback is in motion. Give it to Nico Flatti. Full head of steam and drives to the 50 to the 49-yard line. He'll spot his knee down at midfield. Another good 1st down run for the freshman tailback.
Yeah, Vinny LaPre opening up a big hole for him there. As you can see, Flatti running hard, getting downhill a little bit, and dragging some Geneva tacklers. And that's twice on 1st down that he's picked up, 8, 9-ish yards. And that's you can do that, you're going to have a good afternoon offensively.
Freshman linebacker Robert Zanders checking in right before the play out of Tampa, Florida. Give it to Nico Flatti again, running off the right side. Flatti has the 1st down and more, and down to about the 47-yard line.
Nico Flatti on the run.
Tamburino doing what he does out of that fullback position. Just pancaking a linebacker so that Flatti could get out there. Another 1st down for this Wolverine offense. Another 1st down for Nico Flatti.
So 1st and 10 at the Geneva 43-yard line. No score, just underway. 10:30 to play in this opening quarter. Tamburino in motion into the backfield. East looking to throw. Looks for Gustafson, who did not able to make the catch. Ball was jarred loose and incomplete near the 35-yard line. It's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Brandon Graham did a nice job kind of knocking it out of his hands. After it looked like he was going to be able to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 from the Golden Tornado 43-yard line. Frazier and Heckathorn to the left. Cody Gustafson to the right side. They'll play press coverage on the outside with no safety help to that side right now. Give it to Nico Flotti, running up the middle, across the 40, 35, and down near the 33-yard line. Then close to another first down for the Wolverines. And Flotti coming off his first college touchdown last week.
Yeah, how about that? He certainly set up a lot of touchdowns, but he finally got one. How about he just kind of ran right through Alex Gonzalez, a 6'3", 315-pound defensive lineman. He didn't run him over, but he kind of ran right through him. So Flotti running with some power there.
Mir and Tamburino now into the backfield. Clayton Parrish, 11 touchdowns. Number 2 in all of Division III is in the backfield. They'll give it to Clayton Parrish. Steps outside, now back inside, and he'll get down to the 30-yard line.
Number 25, Clayton Parrish on the run.
Parrish will pick up 3. It's 2nd and 7.
So far, just such a satisfying drive here as the offensive line of Grove City is dominating the line of scrimmage, pushing the Geneva defensive line off the line, and Flotti and Parrish doing the rest.
2nd and 7. We approach 9 minutes to play in the opening quarter. First possession for the Wolverines today. Tamburino in motion in the backfield. Going to give it to Nico Flotti across the 30, and he'll dive just shy of the 25-yard line.
Flotti on the run.
Going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Wolverines.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. So we talked in the pregame about Grove City's incredible ability to convert these. So here we go. Another chance to pick up a first down on 3rd down.
Frazier and Heckathorn to the left. That's Cody Gustafson to the right side. Tamburino, the fullback, in motion in the backfield. Going to give it to Flotti. Big hole up the middle, across the 20, down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Wolverines, and the offensive line opened up a big gap for the freshman to run through.
Yeah, Flotti, big hole opened up by the offensive line, and then what a great jump cut by Flotti as he jump cut and then cut back through and dragged the tackler. Big 10-yard pickup and another first down. 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the Golden Tornado 15-yard line. Tamburino in motion in the backfield again. Give it to Flotti. Has another hole to run through. Bounces to the outside, inside the 10, and down to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, again, Mark, we talk about these long drives for Grove City. They're dominating the line of scrimmage. Flotti's doing a lot of the work. Parrish done a little bit of the work. Already working on an 11-play drive here. That was the 10th play. So Grove City doing what they do right off the bat, perfectly scripted, right?
And only one pass play on the drive so far.
Right.
Really trying to exert some dominance with the offensive line up front. Tamburino in motion. Going to give the ball to Flotti. And Flotti this time able to push the pile down to the 6-yard line. They held him up for a moment, but continued to drive the legs for some extra yards.
Yeah, he finally ran into big Gio Segura, 6'2", 295 pound, kind of jumping on
for
him.
Injury.
And there was a Wolverine down trying to stretch out, it looks like, at about the 8-yard line. And that might be Nico Flotti, who they are tending to, and it is.
You could see he got kind of held up at the defensive line, and the defensive lineman just kind of jumped on him, and so that's kind of when you're that's when you kind of go backwards. So your foot can kind of go the wrong direction, tendons get stretched, all of that. So let's hope it's nothing that's going to keep him out for any extended period of time.
A lot of the offensive players have come off the sidelines as the Wolverines are down to a knee. And they have surrounded Flotti, who's being tended to by the training staff. And he is up.
Yeah, he's good.
Nice round of applause as he will make the walk to the near sidelines.
Yeah. Looks like it's his foot. Again, you don't want to speculate medical stuff, but just kind of eye test. It almost looks like he tweaked his foot. So, yeah, Grove City doing what they do, Mark, here. 11 plays, 62 yards, almost 6 minutes here so far. So, man, if they can cap this off, this is literally the perfect start. Force a 3 and out, have a long drive that results in a touchdown.
Mir and Tamburino, the fullbacks, in front of East and Clayton Parrish, the junior out of West Middlesex. Parrish going to run to follow those fullbacks, and he's going to be pulled down about the 6-yard line as that defensive front got a push for the first time on this drive for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yeah, there you go. You called it. That's exactly what happened there. Is the defensive line was able to get into the backfield for the first time. So what is Coach DiDonato going to elect to do here? And it looks like certainly they're going to go for it here on a 4th and 2.
And they'll bring in the extra offensive lineman. So Parrish will be the tailback on 4th down and a bit of a longer one. And now there's a timeout on the field.
Grove City, they're first of the half.
So the Wolverines take a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. No score, 6 minutes to play, opening quarter on the Wolverines Sports Network.
I don't believe it. My savings are gone.
Okay, think. Where'd you have them last?
I was home, then I spent them on that vacation in this tiny suit of armor. Now they're gone.
Weird.
Weird? Not really. Not saving now means no money later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. For free ideas on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Oh, I broke his little gauntlet.
Oh, no.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
So timeout on the field used by the Wolverines. A big 4th down and closer to 4th and 2.
Yeah, again, this Grove City drive's chewed up almost 6 minutes as they've been able to convert 3rd downs until this last one here. So now they're going to go for the field goal. All right. I actually like this call. I actually like this call a lot right here.
Morrow 4 of 6 on the year. His longest 37 yards. So this will be spotted at the 14, make it a 24-yard attempt for the senior Morrow. Custer gets the snap down. The kick is on the way, and it is off to the left and no good. Thought it might hook back inside the upright, but did not. And Morrow misses that one, and Geneva gets the stop.
Yeah, it's never a joy to miss a field goal, obviously, but some are more painful than others, right? When you have a long drive that chews up almost half of the first quarter, and then you miss the field goal on the end of that. That's a painful one. The good news is, of course, that Grove City certainly has found a lot of things that work offensively for them, and Geneva's going to be pinned deep as they'll start 1st and 10 on their own 20.
So Luptak, the senior quarterback, brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Wings to each side, receivers to each side. Luptak under center. Wingman goes in motion. Luptak's going to pitch it to the outside, and that is going to be pulled down from behind. They tossed the ball to Brent, the sophomore out of Beaver Falls, and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, great job again. Grove City's defense has been really impressive. And, we heard Ryan Briggs ask Coach DiDonato, I mean, basically, do you want to tackle Luptak on every play, whether he has the ball or not? And right there was a great example of that.
2nd down and 9. 5.5 minutes to play, opening quarter, no score. Firing the ball downfield, and a juggling catch is made as Luptak stepped into that throw for a 1st down, as his receiver able to hold on to a juggling fastball for the conversion.
Yeah, Peyton Shell, nice little route across the middle, and yeah, he juggled it, took a shot, managed to gather it in while he was being hit. But so a great catch by Shell.
Shell, their leading receiver, at his 9th catch, has 3 touchdowns. Luptak under center. Wingman in reverse motion. Luptak going to pitch it to the wing that followed him, and he is going to be upended. The ball came loose. The ball's on the turf. The Wolverines are on the football, but there's a flag at the end of the play as well.
Yeah, that was a kind of strange timing on the flag as Ryan Fleming managed to hop on that loose football, but nobody celebrating on the red sideline. So what?
Wolverines are clapping.
Personal foul. Block below the waist. Offense. That penalty's declined. The ball was fumbled, recovered by Grove City. First down.
So Ryan Fleming falls on the loose football, recovers the fumble, and the Wolverines are in good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, Brandon Caffrey is the one that knocked it loose, and then Ryan Fleming hopped on it. So Caffrey and Fleming doing what they do, making plays, and certainly now Grove City that moved the football just right down the field, able to get in good field position.
Frazier, Heckathorn to the left, Cody Gustafson to the right side. Tamburino in motion in the backfield. East on play action, has time, looking for Gustafson, downfield in the end zone for the Wolverine touchdown. That was a beautiful throw from senior to senior for 6 points.
Yeah, how about that? Gustafson just gets behind the defense, and again, so tough when you're trying to defend him one-on-one. He just gets in behind the defense, and there we go. Now the passing game's going, Mark.
So for Cody Gustafson, that is his 7th touchdown on the season. Morrow's extra point is up, and that one is good. So quickly cashing in on the turnover for the Wolverines.
Yeah, you feel a lot better about not getting points out of the last drive. So just a great job there. I was actually wrong. Trevor Beck was the one that knocked that ball loose, and Fleming got it. So want to credit Beck for doing a great job there to knock that loose. And then on the very next play after the turnover, Grove City getting the long touchdown pass. So great job.
And you love that right after a turnover. You always see teams where offensively they want to be aggressive right away, and they went for it.
Right. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And especially after, again, you just kind of mowed your way down the field, come out with no points. But then, your defense that has been playing great forces the turnover, and you get the touchdown. So, the Wolverines, they have to love right now the way their defense is playing. Their offense, obviously, great long drive and then a long touchdown pass. But the defense, all that stuff that we talk about with what Geneva does offensively, so far the Wolverine defense completely unfazed.
Bianco's kick, high, end over end at the 10. Far left side across the 20. Stutter steps, now tries to cut back, and it's going to be knocked down inside the 25 at about the 23-yard line. James Schaefer, the freshman linebacker there in special teams coverage.
Good coverage, and Wolverine defense that was just out a couple seconds ago forced a turnover right back out there. They have to be feeling very confident about what they've done so far.
So 1st and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes. So we'll have receivers to each side for Luptak, the quarterback. Run the option to that short side. And he's going to be stood up once he got across the 25-yard line.
Ryan Fleming, just nobody anywhere around him. So.
Gain of 5.
So 2nd and 5, 14-15 to play in the quarter, a 7-0 lead for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Geneva, you could see they're kind of like, they almost look like they're in some kind of a daze a little bit offensively, and give credit to Grove City's defense.
Running the football once again is the Golden Tornadoes, and that's Lippiett, the running back.
Really good pursuit to the outside there, to the edge. Grabiak just not letting him kind of get up the field at all. So here we go, a 3rd down play here for Geneva.
3rd and 1 from the 32-yard line. Lippiett going to get the football again.
I don't know,
he's close to the 1st down marker. We'll wait for the indication. We The official says yes, it's a first down.
All right, they're going to give him that forward progress, first down there, but still an awfully good play by the Grove City front.
First and 10 at the 33.
Geneva does get a fresh set of downs, and
wings to each side. Luptak under center. That wing will go in motion. Luptak's looking to throw. Going to take a shot downfield. Man wide open, makes a catch and stumbles down to the 25-yard line. We talked about that big passing play. That's Blake Pete, one of the halfbacks from Geneva, who was wide open.
Yeah, he's a halfback, and he kind of went out on the play fake, and then nobody picked him up in the linebacking core. And Luptak able to find him right down the seam of the field for a big gainer for Geneva.
Down to the Wolverine 26-yard line. Luptak wings to each side, fullback behind him. Luptak's going to keep it, turn upfield, and get to the 24-yard line. So that's just a pickup of 2. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, they've really done a good job, haven't they, with keeping Luptak's kind of runs and the design quarterback runs and his read options. They've done a really nice job containing him.
Luptak 6th in the conference in running the football. Luptak under center. They'll run the quarterback keeper, spinning down to the 20-yard line, where he'll pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Yeah.
Luptak on the run.
And here we go. Geneva was able to convert the last 3rd down play. And
3rd and 4 at the 20.
So it's a 3rd down and 4. Still in that manageable down and distance for this offense where they're still comfortable.
Right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Luptak under center, wings to each side. Bangs into the fullback as he tried to hand him the football. He kept it, got stood up and driven back for about a loss of 1.
Stop on the play by number 15.
Going to bring up 4th down.
Curtis Fryermuth saying, nope, I'm not having any of that. As he just was able to swallow him up. And let's see what Geneva opts to do here. Looks like they are going to kick the field goal.
Their kicker is senior Daniel Nordis, who's 1 of 5 on field goal attempts this year, along of 42.
Nordis to attempt the field goal.
So 37 yards, pretty much down the middle with the wind. Snap down. Nordis' kick has plenty of distance, but it is no good, off to the left side. And he's now 1 of 6 on the year.
Yeah, it just kind of never looked exactly right coming off of his foot. Yeah, it had that sideways spin. So yeah, Grove City will take over now after the missed field goal. 42 seconds to go in this first quarter, a first quarter that they've dominated as far as time of possession, but just up 7-0.
And a big stop after giving up that pass play.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a great point.
So the Wolverines take over from their 20-yard line. 42 seconds to go in the opening quarter. East will give the ball to his tailback. That's Nico Flotti, who's back in there for a gain of 1.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to see Flotti back. You could see he was doing some work with the trainers along the sidelines, doing some cutting, things like that. And he and they must have determined that, all right, you can go give it a shot. He looked good right there. Just a 1-yard gain, but just as far as his acceleration and the cut that he made, he looks fine.
2nd down and 9. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. East to throw. Looking for Cody Gustafson, and the ball was thrown behind him and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 9 with 6 seconds to go.
That was good coverage by Brandon Graham. That's about as well as you can do it on Gustafson in 1-on-1 right there. Just stay with him, and the safety was starting to come over, but he didn't even really need to there.
That's asking a lot of a true freshman to cover Cody Gustafson, but Graham has done a nice job so far.
He's no ordinary freshman, I have a feeling.
Gustafson falls down, and Graham tried to make the interception and just batted the ball down. And Graham, 6'1", 190 out of Monaca, already has 1 interception on the year.
He's not like some of these other D-backs that we've seen. I don't have a feeling. He looks awfully awfully quick and strong and doing a good job so far.
So Jared Custer, the junior, will punt the ball away, averaging about 36 yards per kick, has a long of 50 on the year.
2 seconds left in the quarter, Mark, and Grove City has to punt into the wind because they couldn't kill the rest of the first quarter clock.
Snap. Custer gets this one away, high and over end. Going to take a Wolverine roll. And it's going to come to a stop at about the 46-yard line as we've come to the end of the opening quarter after one quarter. It is Grove City 7, Geneva 0. We're back right after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
This is why you work so hard to pay the mortgage. Because home is more than 4 walls and a roof. It's that porch swing on a summer night. It's pajamas with feet and everybody over for Sunday dinner. And that old stuffed chair in the living room you just can't get rid of. This is why you work a second job. This is why you learn to fix things yourself, so you could save on repairs. Because home is your place, your memories, your family sleeping in their own beds at night. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. And now even more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE today. That's 888-995-HOPE. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov.
Good night, Mama.
This is why. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Ready to begin quarter number 2 here at Robert E. Thorne Field. A touchdown lead for the Wolverines. Luftak and the Golden Tornadoes take over. Luftak's going to keep the football, trying to get to the edge, and he'll be pulled down from behind near the 46-yard line by Patrick Mark.
Yeah, that was, again, the first time we've talked about how they've been able to bottle him up for the most part. That time able to kind of freeze a linebacker with the play fake and then get out to the edge and pick up, about 7 there? Yeah.
Second down and 3. Under 15 minutes to play here in the first half. Going to give it to Lippy at the big fullback, and he's going to be just a little shy as he ran into the arms of R.J. Debo for the tackle.
Yeah, Debo making sure he did not get that one kind of last final surge to get across that marker, so sets up third and very short here for this Geneva offense.
Geneva will put receivers to each side on 3rd down and 1. Wings right and left. Fullback in position, gets the direct handoff on the fullback dive, and have to wait for the spot. It looks to be good enough for a first down, but we will wait and see.
Lippy out on the run, brought down by Spolnick.
What do we got? What are they doing?
We've got no indication yet.
No indication yet, but chain gang certainly has not moved. Yeah.
I think they're going to bring the chains out. If they are, they have decided not to start walking to the field yet.
Yeah. The Geneva guys are all walking across the chains. Yeah,
so they will bring the chains out. Might be the first time we've had that this year.
I think so. What do we got here?
Stretch it out, and
a little short.
It is short.
All right. So fourth and short, but obviously they'll have to run a 4th down play, about as favorable a 4th down play as you could have if you're Geneva. But Grove City College a chance to make a play here and take over on downs.
So Luftak on the offense stays on the field. Receivers each side. Everyone in tight. Luptak just going to follow his offensive line and push the pile forward. The Wolverine sidelines don't think they came up short.
Gain of 1.
But that is gain of 1, and it will be a first down for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yeah, he followed that kind of that right tackle area, the right guard, right tackle, just kind of spun across and didn't pick up much, but certainly picked up enough to get that 4th and very, very short.
Wings to each side. Luptak under center. Luptak's looking to throw. Has time. Going to take a shot downfield. Overshoots his intended target, Peyton Shell, the senior wideout. It's second down and 10.
Yeah, Shell had done his part. He broke open there, got behind the defense, but Luptak's pass just a little too far.
We talked about when they complete a pass, it's a big play. 19, almost 20 yards per completion.
Yeah, you can see why. Now that's, it almost kind of, you read those statistics, it makes a lot more sense after you watch them. Why those numbers play out the way that they do.
Luptak under center. Man goes in motion. Reverse handoff to the wide side of the formation. And the Wolverine defense there for the stop. And about a 2-yard loss on the ball carrier that had no room to run downfield.
Yeah, Gabe Dunlap getting out there with that great lateral speed of his. And he's, just a great fundamental tackle and not turning the corner on me. That's a great job by Gabe Dunlap.
So 3rd down and 12. Here is a down and distance they are not comfortable being in.
Right, yeah, that's for sure.
Luptak play action. Looks to throw. Now he'll run. Runs out of the tackle and then pulled down after a gain of about 3. Going to bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, that was a really good job by James Perenni. Just grabbed his jersey and didn't let him get away from him, and then finally pulled him to him and dragged him down. So Luptak able to pick up a couple of yards, but not nearly enough.
So Dunlap will drop back to return the punt. Kurt Pusey, the punter, averaging about 35 yards a kick. End over end. Calls for and makes the fair catch right near the 20-yard line. And that is where Grove City will have it back with 11:35 to play in the half.
Yeah, not an easy fair catch there by Dunlap. He did a good job kind of navigating through there, and this Grove City offense that has done so many great things today. The long touchdown or the long drive that resulted in no points, and then the long touchdown pass. But they come back out onto this field with 11:37 to go here in a second quarter. Very fast-moving first half.
He's going to hand the ball off. That's Nico Flotti running hard once again across the 30, down near the 31-yard line for a Wolverine first down.
Yeah, I think Flotti's okay, Mark. Yeah, he looked great there. Great little cutback. Picking up another first down for the Wolverines. He's just playing great.
Back up to the line of scrimmage. If Flotti's got that combination of speed and power, when you look at him, 5'10", 185 pounds. Tamburino in motion. Flotti's going to get it again. Bounce it off the short side across the 40. Still on his feet, 45, and drives down near the 47-yard line. Nico Flotti having a big first half for the Wolverines.
Yeah, he just kind of went off of the block by Dylan Lane, and then he turned upfield into the linebacker core. Made a couple of guys miss, and he's just kind of running angry, running with a purpose here. As, he is really putting together a great afternoon here.
Cody Gustafson singled up. Playing off him on this play. They hadn't paid a lot of press the last couple possessions. Tamburino goes in motion in the backfield. East is going to throw. Looking for Frazier. Came back to the ball. Made a nice catch right near the first down marker. And should be good enough for another Wolverine first down.
Yeah, he was able to get... He was able to get the defensive back off him just enough. James Clark, just get him off of him just enough that he was able to come back. And what a great ball thrown by East, too.
Wind definitely is a factor.
Yeah, wind at Grove City's back here in this second quarter.
Tamburino goes in motion. East is going to throw it again. Looking for Frazier. Downfield, some hand fighting for the football. That pass is overthrown and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Yeah, a lot of contact, a lot of hand fighting there. The correct call was the no call there, but East certainly seeing something there that he likes in that matchup. 5'10". Frazier 6'3", so certainly something to keep an eye on there.
9:46 to play in the half. 7-0 Wolverines. He's going to give it to Flotty, trying to bounce it to the outside, gets across the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. Again, good yardage for the freshman Nico Flotty.
Yeah. Yeah, again, he really sees something that they like over there on the left side.
Gain of 5 to the 38.
Behind LaPrey, the right guard, and Dylan Lane, the right tackle.
So 3rd down and 5 for East and the Wolverines. Gray and overcast. The rain has stayed away so far.
Yep.
East's going to throw it. Frazier on the slant pattern, has the catch, has the first down to the 29-yard line. Now, Frazier comes off the big game last week, Chris, where he had 11 catches for 139 yards.
Yeah, he's certainly a star in the making here, a star player in the making. You really see why they're crowding him at the line of scrimmage here. So you look for something deep over the top to him right now.
1st and 10 at the Golden Tornado 29-yard line. East looking for Gustafson, who's wide open. Made the catch and went out of bounds. We'll spot him at the 17-yard line. With 12 on the pickup and a first down.
Yeah, you forget about Gustafson for a little bit as a defense. You're going to be in trouble. And nice pass, nice catch by Gustafson. Great route run, and they pick up a first down.
8:15 to play here in the first half. Tamburino in motion. Going to give the ball to Nico Flotty. Runs right up the middle. Runs over a defender and drives down to the 7-yard line. That's another first down. It's 1st and goal for the Wolverines.
Flotty is just running people over, running with a purpose. Good little surge by the offensive line, and Flotty doing the rest.
Flotty 430 yards on the ground coming into play today. Gustafson goes to the right side. Flotty's going to get it again. This time, a wall of defenders by the Golden Tornadoes drives him back. He'll lose a couple. It's now 2nd and 12.
Yeah, finally the Geneva defensive line able to make a little bit of a surge there on the along the line of scrimmage. So.
So 2nd down and goal back to the 7-yard line. East to throw. Looks for Frazier. Made the catch. Got the feet down. It's a Wolverine touchdown.
Yeah, they didn't do it on the play that I thought they were going to do it on, but they ended up doing it. Frazier, they like that matchup over there. Frazier over there matched up with James Clark. Frazier ran a ground route, made a tough catch, got both feet down. And the Grove City College Wolverines take a 13-0 lead here. 6:56 to go in the second quarter. The extra point coming up.
Frazier's 2nd touchdown of his sophomore season. Snap down, extra point up, and Morrow's extra point is good. So the Wolverines double up their lead, Chris, with just under 7 minutes to play in the half.
Yeah, that was just a terrific job. They finally, a 10-play, 80-yard drive that used up 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Another not a super long drive, but when you couple that with the other one, that's almost 10 minutes on those 2 drives. They're able to do what they really want to do as far as controlling the tempo of the game and then finish off with a touchdown.
If you look at the freshman season that Nico Flotty has had, and it really seemed like it turned a corner for him. He had a great first couple of games,
right.
But last week in that game against Waynesburg, finally got in the end zone, terrific touchdown run, and he's taken it to another level here today.
You can really just tell, right? There's no question about it. I mean, obviously, you don't want to oversimplify something to be as, somebody's playing harder than they were, but he just looks just almost like a man possessed here today as far as the way he's running the football, running people over, hitting the the holes that are being opened up by the offensive line. So, yeah, he's really having a terrific afternoon.
Xander's on the return up the middle, across the 45, 50. One man to beat. Xanders is going to take this back to the house for a Golden Tornado touchdown. We talked about the speed that they have.
Yeah.
And he showed it to you right there. Number 2 in the conference in kick returns.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't get him on the first wave, that's what happens. And, I mean, he made people look like they were standing still in quicksand when he got out into the open there.
Now it was Hilton McLean, the other 8, the sophomore on the return.
Yeah. You can see 6 foot 190, so he's not small, but boy, he's definitely got that sprinter speed.
Nordas on for the extra point, 21 of 22 on the year. Out of the hold of Brutus Ogilvie, the backup quarterback. And the extra point is up and good. So just like that, the lead is cut in half.
Yeah, and that's the problem here. You know, you've dominated the time of possession. You've dominated the football game, really. But these great kick returners of Geneva can get them back in the game in a hurry. So good news is this Grove City College offense that's done pretty much whatever they've wanted to do today is going to get the football back. So
we've seen this happen a lot this year for the Wolverines, where they're in a position where they've got 6 minutes and change with the football, and they won the toss, so they're going to get the ball to begin the third.
Right. Yeah, and we know from some of the conversations that Ryan Briggs has had with Coach DiDonato, he loves that. That's one of his like points of emphasis. So he'll certainly love it if they can do that.
And it could be a momentum changer when you can score to end the half. And then score again to start the third quarter.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, yeah, and certainly that would be great if Grove City could put together something here with about 6 minutes to go and run out most of the clock, score, and then, like you said, get the football back. That would be a huge momentum shift.
Nice to see Wolverine alumni. Joe Klimchak's in the building.
Yeah, down there, taking all kinds of pictures with his phone. And unfortunately, the Pirate season is over, so he's not working the PNC Park anymore, but great to see him here.
Nordas to kick off.
Nordas's kick high and deep and bobbled and picked up at the 10, across the 20. And down to about the 23-yard line is Gabe Dunlap. Is that one that hit the shoulder pads and he almost lost it for a minute?
Yeah, fortunately took certainly a favorable bounce right back up to him and able to scoop it up off that good bounce and get a good return.
So 1st and 10, Wolverines at the 24-yard line. Flatty remains the tailback. The play comes in on the cards from the near sidelines. East to throw it. Has time. Downfield ball intended for Gustafson. Broke it up and incomplete.
Oh, boy, yeah. Yeah, Grove City dodged a bullet there as Brandon Graham. He jumped the route there, and that would have been obviously a pick six had he been able to haul that one in. So
it's the 2nd and 10.
Graham's a good player. I mean,
impressive.
Yeah, he really is, and doing a great job for the most part on Gustafson today, and that time almost.
Give it to Flatty. Flatty bouncing off of tackler, spins across the 30, down near the 32-yard line. You said it earlier, running angry, running hard.
Yes.
And that's what he's running very downhill with the football today.
Running downhill. Geneva defenders, would-be tacklers are flying at him, and then you see them bounce off of them in the pile. So he is definitely running with some power today.
3rd down and 2. 6 minutes to play in the half. Tamburino in motion in the backfield. Flatty again gets the handoff. Big hole across the 40 and down to the 44-yard line. Another Wolverine first down. And you see defenders for Geneva going backwards when Flatty makes contact with
when
him.
He makes contact, they go backwards, or when they kind of try to jump on him as he's hitting the line of scrimmage, they're flying back. And we saw it again there.
First and 10 to the 44-yard line. Gustafson to the right. Heckathorn and Frazier to the left. Tamburino goes in motion in the backfield. East on play action. Takes the shot. Heckathorn's open across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, Heckathorn just kind of slipped up inside of that zone there, and nobody picked him up, and what a great pass thrown by East. Heckathorn kind of had to turn back around to catch the pass. He got on his feet a little bit awkward, able to haul it in and then drag some tacklers all the way down to the 2-yard line.
54 yards on the completion. He was averaging about 36 yards a catch. That's going up.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, he's the big play guy, right? Yeah, that's a great job by Heckathorn, great job by East.
Gonna hand the ball to Parrish, follows the big offensive line, drives the feet, and he's down inside the 2-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, there's some good defensive line play by Geneva, as they were able to stuff and push back on the line of scrimmage. So
Parrish averaging about 4 yards a carry, 2nd in the nation with those 11 rushing touchdowns. Offensive line will shift up front. East under center. Going to give it to Parrish again, and he'll walk his way into the end zone for a Wolverine touchdown following the blocks of Tamburino into the end zone.
Tamburino just flattened a guy. Parrish able to follow him and get that two touchdown lead back for the Wolverines.
25, Clayton Parrish.
So Parrish has 12 rushing touchdowns on the year.
Morrow to attempt the conversion. Custer will hold.
McMorrow on for the extra point. Snap down, extra point on the way, and good. So 4 minutes to play here in this first half. It is Grove City 21, Geneva 7. We're back right after this quick break on the Wolverine Sports Network.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
.359 to play in the half, 21-7 for the Wolverines, who've been very balanced today.
Yeah, they really have. There's no question that they've been able to use the run to set up the long passes and then go right back to the run. A lot of success in both. Got to tighten up the kickoff return team here though with this guy.
And a short kick, McLean Jr. on the return. McLean across the 35 to the 40 and out of bounds near the 45-yard line. And they have a unique way. They kind of stack their returners and then have one off to the wing that it's unique that you don't really see a lot.
Right. And it sets up the blockers really well for McLean. And, man, he is dangerous as far as just, he gets a full head of steam and gets to the outside. He can just cut back, and then it's a foot race, and you're in big trouble then.
Luptak goes under center, wings to each side. Shell, the lone receiver in the formation. Luptak's going to keep it as he tries to turn the corner and drives across the 45 to the 46-yard line. They'll pick up 2. It's 2nd and 8. And so far, they've really contained Luptak.
Yeah, they really have. That was a great job by Grabiak right there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You stay at home, you stay disciplined, and then when you reach the point of attack, you make a good fundamental tackle. That's a perfect job by Grabiak.
2nd and 8, 3:20 to play. Clock rolling here in second quarter. Luptak sends his wing in motion. He's going to be back to throw. Being pressured, he's going to be hit and sacked back in the backfield. A combination of a couple of Wolverines in there to make the play, led by the freshman Bryce Spolnick.
Yeah, Spolnick and Perenni. Perenni was in there too. Luptak, you could see they were setting that up. That was a straight drop by Luptak. You don't see that very often, as he was setting up something down the field to Peyton Shell, but the Grove City defense swallowing him up as Spolnick and Perenni getting in there and saying nope.
Luptak going to give the ball to his fullback. Lippia's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage. They'll pick up the lost 3, but it brings up 4th down and 10.
Lippiat on the run. Brought down by Debo.
All right, so we talked about Grove City getting the football back with 6 minutes to go and scoring. Now it's going to be around 2 minutes before they get their hands on the ball again. So let's do it again.
And Grove City going to have 2 timeouts remaining. As you said, right around the 2-minute mark, they'll get the football. Pucci to punt the ball away. Dunlap is back, and they're just going to take the delay to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Geneva.
Actually, they will use
That's
the
our
timeout
first of the half.
Okay.
So they'll use that first timeout with 1:51 to play. And we've seen good things out of the Wolverine special teams, too, with Dunlap back there this year returning kicks.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. He's solid. You know, he has a knack for knowing when to make the fair catch, and he's fearless about making the fair catch. And he's not necessarily a guy with like that great breakaway speed like McLean is, but he's just reliable. He's going to pick up a few yards every time, or he's going to make the right decision as far as when to fair catch and put his team into the best position possible.
So Pucci will kick the ball away, averaging about 34 yards a kick on the year. Gets the snap down, gets the kick away. Dunlap will come on and made the catch and got absolutely blasted down to the field. And good to see him pop right back up after that hit.
Yeah, I just talked about how he knows when to make the fair catch. That time he decided not to. And Jared Ozias just basically did not have to slow down at all. Just ran right into him. And maybe there's a great example of how he's really good with the football, not coughing it up there after taking that shot.
So 1st and 10 Wolverines from their 24. East fakes the Flotty. Looks for Frazier, looked for Heckathorn through his hands and intercepted by the Golden Tornadoes and run back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it just went right through the hands, like you said, of Heckathorn. And Jalen Collier, Johnny on the spot there, able to grab it and
got a flag now way after the play was over.
After the play, sideline warning. Geneva.
Oh, okay.
That's our first and only of the game.
Okay.
This Geneva defense among the leaders in interceptions as a team, and they've had several this year.
I mean, I'm being really general here, but it just seems like the best athletes on the team are in their defensive backfield. I mean, they are unbelievable back there.
So Geneva with a chance to put points on the board with 1:40 to play in the half. Luptak's going to keep it. Now he'll pitch it. And the Wolverine defense there, several Wolverines there to make the play on the football as they had that strung out and defended well.
Yeah, and when Patrick Mark's there to finish off the play, it's getting finished off. That was a great job by him.
How about the year for Mark so far? 31 tackles, 2 interceptions, a pair of sacks.
Wow. Yeah, that's unbelievable. And then the stat that you don't keep is how many mistakes he's made, which is almost none, right? I mean, yeah.
Tried to pitch it into the backfield. The ball is loose on the turf. And falling on the loose football. Looked like McLean fell on the ball back at the 30-yard line.
Timeout. Geneva. They're second of the half.
They'll have 1 timeout remaining with under a minute to play in the half.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I mean, they had that set up. If he had not lost the handle on that pitch, Mark, he would have picked up some yardage. I mean, because they had that all set up. The entire defense was on that side of the field. So certainly a costly mistake for Geneva and a break for the Grove City College defense. But, so as it is here, a third down and 15 for Geneva.
Elsewhere in Grove City College sports today,
ball on the Grove City 30 and about 59 seconds left. So
Grove City wins the first set 25-20.
Grove City trying to
Wolverines lead the second set,
force a field goal attempt here or better, right?
Up next for the Wolverines, a trip to St. Vincent next week for a 1 o'clock kickoff, and then the bye week, the open date before they face W&J for the final home game on October 30th.
Certainly a big one, right?
Liptak back to throw, going to go downfield, and the ball knocked away. Flags come in late. On the coverage downfield by the Wolverines, that's Caffrey, the senior.
Yeah, they're going to say, I think that Caffrey got to the receiver before the ball did.
Pass interference. Defense, number 8. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
It's a tough call because you see that not called every bit as often as you see it called. I mean, by definition it is, but most of the time you don't see it called.
And you can tell there was thought on throwing the flag because it wasn't right away.
Right. Yeah, you had to put a little.
Luptak going to pitch it back now to one of his wing backs who slides down to the 10-yard line.
Seister on the run, brought down by
It's Josh Seister, the freshman.
Gain of 5. Freshman gain of 4. Second and 6 at the 11.
Big dude, 5'11", 210 pounds. You can see he's awfully difficult to tackle.
A lot of young skill players on the Golden Tornadoes this year.
Timeout. Geneva. Their third and final of the half.
Their final timeout with 29 seconds to go in the half. And despite working with this short field, if you're the Grove City defensive coaches, you have to be happy the way they have played this difficult offense so far.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, obviously the touchdown on the board for Geneva was special teams. Even this one, of course, if they do manage to score here to finish the half, this is on a very short field after an interception. So defensively, there's no question about it. Grove City's done a great job. They've been disciplined. They've, really kind of stymied quarterback Amos Leptak and, only giving up an occasional play here or there. So it'd be great if they could keep them out of the end zone here, though, Mark. Force a field goal attempt here.
So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Golden Tornadoes.
Time certainly an issue for Geneva, too. 29 seconds to go here in this first half.
Geneva 2-3, 2-2 in the conference. Dunlap coming on late. Going to match up against McLean. Now McLean came off the field. What is going on? McLean was lined up to the...
Legal substitution. Offense, 12 players in formation. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And he was lined up to the left. Dunlap ran out to cover him, and then he was like, oh, and walked off.
Was it 12? I mean, was it 12 versus 10 there before he did that? Before Dunlap came out, was it 12 versus 10?
It might have been.
Yeah, it might have been.
So 2nd and 11. Wingman will go in motion. Luptak to throw. Fires it downfield. Ball's caught by Peyton Shell. And they'll hurry up to the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
No timeouts for the Golden Tornadoes, of course.
Luptak going to run the option to the wide side. He's going to be thrown down in the backfield. Is there to make the play defensively. It's the freshman Bryce Spolnick, who's had a great first half.
How about that? Looks like the clock is going to run out. What a play by Spolnick to end the half.
So Spolnick's tackle for loss on Luptak brings us to the end of the first half and denies the Golden Tornadoes any points here on their final possession of the half. At the break, it is Grove City 21, Geneva 7 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Wolverines Sports Network from Grove City College.
Halftime here at Robert E. Thorne Field on the campus of Grove City College. And what a play by the freshman to end the half. That's huge.
That's huge, right? I mean, you could see, Geneva just kind of conceded it afterwards. Not that they would have been able to do anything about it, but it was just, they were able to kill the clock with the sack and keep Geneva from scoring on that short field. The defense has been awesome today for Grove City College.
Yeah, the defense has played exceptionally well. And when you only have a short time to prepare, credit the players for executing, but credit the coaches for getting them ready.
Yeah, well, there's nobody better, than this Grove City coaching staff for as far as preparing for what the other team's going to do and being ready for what the other team's going to do. And they've done just a great job. I expected Grove City's offense to have a lot of success today, and they have. But I also expected that there would be moments where the Geneva's offense was going to be able to get things going a little bit, and they just haven't. And credit that to Grove City's defense. The word I keep using, it's not a word I use very often, Mark. They've just stymied them. They've just not allowed them to get out and do much. And what a great job.
We're going to take another break here at the half. When we come back, Darren Morton will be our master of ceremonies for homecoming. That's coming up after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hey everybody, this is Josh Groban. After so many years on the stage, one of my favorite things about music is its ability to inspire and nourish the soul. That's why I'm proud to work with Feeding America, an organization that inspires hope for families in need and helps nourish the 16 million kids in this country struggling with hunger. Every year, billions of pounds of excess food go to waste, while 1 in 5 children may be left not knowing where their next meal is coming from, or if it's even coming at all. Thankfully, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food and helps deliver it to kids in need across the country. But they can't do it alone. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hey, there he is. How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand or what?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you okay?
I'm having a stroke.
Your face looks weird, too.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you having a seizure or something?
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear.
I'm having a stroke.
You just need to know the sudden signs. Look for FAST, F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. Or S, speech difficulty. Then T, time. Time to call 911 immediately, because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Know the sudden signs. Face, arm, speech, time. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, is that a faucet running?
Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest.
It is?
Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact.
What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum.
That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe.
How do trees clean the air?
They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
When Dad needed help getting around, I became his driver. Soon enough, it was up to me to be his housekeeper and financial manager, too. When he moved in, I became his cook and even his nurse. But no matter what roles I play, I know I'm still his daughter.
We understand the roles you play. So to help, we created aarp.org/caregiving, where you can connect with experts and other caregivers. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Whoa.
The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Alvin and the Chipmunks love to eat.
Who's hungry?
But even though you can't see or smell it, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
That's not good.
On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps.
We got this. This'll be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash your hands and surfaces often.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Separate. Keep raw meats, poultry, and seafood separate from ready-to-eat foods.
Watch and learn, my friends.
Cook. Make sure an adult uses a thermometer to cook meat, poultry, and seafood to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate promptly and pack your lunch with a freezer pack or ice.
Bingo! Dinner! She's a serve! Yay!
Keep your family safe and check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
From Grove City College, this is the Wolverine Sports Network.
Halftime continues here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Mark Means, Chris Birch. A 21-7 lead for the Wolverines here at the half. Chris, look at some of the individuals. First, we'll look at some of the team numbers. Grove City holding Geneva to 24 rushing attempts for 28 yards.
That's the key. That's the key. Geneva has not been able to run the football and get things going in the way that they were able to last spring and in the games that they've been successful this season. So defensively, just a gem right there for Grove City College.
And on the other hand, rushing the ball for 124 yards on 21 carries on the other side. So they're getting both things we talked about in the pregame done.
Yeah, Nico Flatty doing a great job, having just a career day here early in his freshman year. 17 carries, 119 yards. I know you'll do the individuals later, but he's just absolutely kind of put this team on his back and is carrying them offensively.
Total plays, 28 run by Geneva in the first half for just 91 yards. The Wolverines 33, 255 yards.
Yeah, it's amazing. And again, you look at the possession time, it's only 15-23 to 14-37 in favor of Grove City. But it seems like they've had the football forever, for just huge chunks of this game. And I think that's it right there, Mark. I think is that they've been able to run a lot of plays and pick up first downs.
And one of the big numbers we like to talk about is third down conversions.
Yes.
Grove City, we mentioned, leading the conference in third down conversions, 3 of 5 in the first half, while holding Geneva to 1 of 7 on third down.
Right, that's the key. Right, 3 of 5 versus 1 of 7. That means one team is keeping their offense on the field and the other one's not. And again, Grove City hasn't had to pick up a lot. You think, 3 of 5, they only had to do it 5 times. It's because they've been able to get first downs on first down and even more to the point on second down.
Recapping the scoring at the 4:44 mark of the opening quarter was a quick one-play, 37-yard drive, 5 seconds off the clock. A 37-yard pass from East to Gustafson. The Morrow extra point was good. A 7-0 lead for the Wolverines. And then it was Scott Frazier, 9-yard touchdown pass from Josh East. That was the long drive.
Right.
10 plays, 80 yards, 4:41 off the clock. It was a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, that was big. You had the 6-minute drive where they didn't score, and then that 8-minute drive there where they did score. And, East finishing that off with the pass to Frazier.
Hilton McLean's 90-yard kickoff return got Geneva on the board, cutting the lead to 14-7. And then Wolverines added a Clayton Parrish 2-yard touchdown run, his 12th of the year. Morrow's extra point was good, 21-7 here at the break.
Yeah, just that was the cap off that nice drive at the end of the half. And Parrish, 12 touchdowns, absolutely stunning.
And then look at some of the individual numbers. First for Geneva, Luptak, 11 carries, 17 yards, 1.5 per attempt.
That's beautiful. And again, a lot of those came on one play there where I think he ran for 7. It said his long was for 7, and that's still kind of the one I was thinking of. And, other than that, it's been really frustrating going for Luptak, and this Grove City defense just doing a great job sort of stymieing them.
The majority of their yards have come through the air. Luptak, 3 of 4, 63 yards, along of 41.
Right, yeah, that 41-yard pass to Blake Pete right down the middle, the running back. But really, other than that, I mean, he's hit Shell a couple of times, but just two catches for 22 yards for Blake Shell. So, again, all of the big weapons for Geneva, all the things that Geneva has going on, Grove City's just been able to contain all of them.
Nico Flatti, 17 carries, 119 yards, 7 yards a carry at the half.
At the half, yeah. Yeah, putting up Wesley Schools-like numbers, right? He's that's what he kind of looks like, too. He's just kind of running hard, running angry, cutting and, being able to do his thing. So he looks great. He's putting together just a really memorable afternoon.
East through the air, 6 of 12, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for 131 yards. Leading receiver, Scott Frazier, 3 for 28 and a touchdown. Cody Gustafson, 2 for 49 and a touchdown. And big play, Ryan Heckathorn, 1 for 54.
How about that? Yeah, you know what East reminds me of today, Mark? You know me and my love of talking about basketball and all things analogous to basketball. East reminds me of the guy that averages like 25 a game, and there's a special defense designed to take him away. He's just taking what the defense is giving him here. He's only got 12 attempts, and he's completed 6 of them, 2 long ones. But he's not forcing things. He's not, he's not trying to make things happen that aren't there. And so again, a great job by East with some pedestrian numbers for him. But again, he's doing a great job.
Trying to find a way to defeat that box and one they're putting on him.
Right, yeah. So, okay, you're going to take my shots away. I'm going to find my teammates. Okay, now I'm open, and he bangs a 3, and that's sort of what he's been doing.
Leading tacklers in the game, Grabiak and Spolnick in with 6. Spolnick picked up that half a sack earlier. Trevor Beck, Patrick Mark with 4 leading the way as well.
Yeah, the defense has been great. There's just nothing else you can say. They've been great. They forced a turnover. So just a great job by them.
And we've talked about it defensively, but it is so difficult to get ready for a team that runs this type of offense. Case in point, how they played against W&J last week.
Right. Yeah, and again, even kind of dipping back into the spring, the way Geneva was able to move the ball against them last spring. So, again, they've done a great job, and a couple of times that they have gotten deep into their own end, it's been really tough for Geneva to get the ball, to score. Other than the kickoff return, they haven't been able to do it.
And you look at that future schedule with St. Vincent next week, the bye, and then 2 weeks to get ready for what sets up as a huge game in the conference against W&J.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, if they can certainly survive this one, and that sets up that big one.
Down on the field to Darren Morton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, the crowning of our 2021 homecoming king and queen on the campus of Grove City College. You ready? Yeah, let's do this. All right. Please join me in welcoming our returning homecoming king and queen from last year, Hope Feely and Jesse Blitz, sorry, Jesse, both from the class of 21. They'll be crowning this year's homecoming king and queen. And now for the court. First up, Katie Gish, escorted by Addison Bennett. Lizzie Swoboda, escorted by Richie Bokikio. Jenny Baglia, escorted by Brogan McCutcheon. Olivia Kane, escorted by Karsten Lagerquist. And our final couple, Grace Dembski, escorted by Sam Verrett. All right, guys, are you ready? Everyone's ready for this? This looks good, right? Okay. All right, crowning the 2021 homecoming king, returning homecoming king, Jesse Blitz, class of 21. Dr. Herb, drum roll, please. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Richie Baciccio. Yes, a member of the Wolverine Marching Band. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now for the crowning of the 2021 homecoming queen, the returning queen from last year, Hope Feely. Dr. Herb, another one of those drum rolls. From Wheaton, Illinois, Lizzie Swoboda. And there you go, our homecoming king and queen for 2021, Richie Bociccio and Lizzie Swoboda. Coming up next, Grove City College Sports Information Director Ryan Briggs takes over from the Doc McMillan Press Box here at Thornfield. For those watching online, the Wolverine Sports Network. Online, the voice of Wolverine football, Mark Means, and color analyst extraordinaire, Coach Chris Birch will have you ready for the second half. Thank you, everyone, our great alums, students, administration, faculty, and staff for making Homecoming 2021 possible.
All right, Darren, thank you very much. As you heard the great round of applause for one of the marching band members taking home the homecoming king.
I love it. Yeah, that's great stuff. Yeah, you certainly you realize what an awesome community this college is when you see something like that. So yeah, great stuff, and Darren doing his usual fantastic job with it.
And it just shows you how special homecoming is and continues to be.
No question. And we talk about the things that we didn't, that we missed last year, and certainly that was one of them. So it's nice to see homecoming back again this year, and so yeah, great stuff, and great half of football played by the Grove City College Wolverines.
And you look as we're just about a couple minutes away from the start of the third quarter, and I always like to ask keys to the second half, and it sounds kind of simple for the second half.
Right.
It's do a lot of the same thing you did in the first half.
Do a lot of the same thing that you do, but I do think maybe, one of the things that this Grove City College defense has to do here, and I'm sure they talked some about this at the half, they have to almost sort of expect the unexpected here. Expect, that Geneva's going to come out and maybe try to do a few different things than what they did in the first half. But here's the thing. If somebody does that means that they are admitting to you that plan A didn't work, and so that's the good part.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder if the Wolverines are able to, at a minimum, get the ball here and put 3 on the board.
Right.
And you're putting them down by 3 scores. You're now forcing a team that is very uncomfortable throwing the football to have to do that if they want to get back in the game.
Right. And wow, and I mean, if you were to ask me if we were the Geneva radio crew and you were asking me what Geneva would have to do I mean, they got to figure out a way to stop this Grove City College running game. I mean, Grove City is just absolutely controlling this football game with their running game. So
I went to ask a question, and we lost our sports information director for a minute.
Okay, that's all right.
I'm wondering, I'm assuming if it is not Flatty's career high at this point, it's probably pretty close, too.
Pretty close, yeah. There's no question about it. As he put just carving together an unbelievable half. 119 yards rushing on 17 carries, and he's running different than what we've seen, right?
And I don't want to say a score here puts the game away, because it doesn't.
Of course.
But a score here really changes the way the rest of the game will be played.
I agree with that 1,000%. Yeah, Geneva obviously has some playmakers. They can certainly do some things on special teams. So it would put them in a really bad position. But
at 27, Shea Aiken.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
So 2 returners back for the Wolverines as we're ready to begin quarter number 3. A 21-7 lead for the Wolverines. Also got Shea Aiken back on the return this time for the Wolverines. So 2 returners will stand inside their own 5-yard line. As Geneva will get set to kick the ball away to begin the third quarter. Nordis's kick is going to be a low bouncer picked up inside the 10, across the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, diving near the 40-yard line. And out almost to the 45-yard line, and that's going to be great field position for the Wolverines.
Dunlap on the return of 33 yards to the 42.
Yeah, great job by Dunlap, a 33-yard return, and Grove City College, an offense that is already certainly grooving, is going to take over in great field position, 1st and 10, on their own 42. So they, like you said, it seems like there's a lot of focus right here. If they can get a score right here, that changes the game. So here we go.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Tamburino goes in motion. Give it to Nico Flatti. Across the 45, across the 50, and close to another first down into Geneva territory at the 49-yard line.
I mean, there isn't a whole lot complicated about it. They basically are, dominating the line of scrimmage, the Grove City offensive lineman, and Flatti is running and saying, "You can't tackle me." That's pretty much what's going on out there when a lot of these Flatti runs, and that one exemplified that.
Kraut, Brady, Brungard, LePray, and Lane leading the way here this afternoon for the Wolverines. Tamburino goes in motion, and we've got whistles and a false start penalty on the Wolverines, going to back them up 5. And, if you want to...
False start, offense, number 3. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Probably include Mir and Tamburino as part of those offensive linemen and the way they block at the fullback spot.
Right, yeah. Tamburino is just trucking guys,
So 2nd down and 6 now, 14 minutes to play. Wolverines left to right, east to throw. Downfield, Gustafson comes back to it, makes the catch, and is pulled out of bounds. They have got that route down almost perfectly when they need to go to it.
No question about it. And I mean, remember, Brandon Graham, we talked about it in the first half, he's playing out there against Gustafson about as well as you can do it.
First down, Grove City.
So 1st and 10, Wolverines to the Golden Tornado 43-yard line. Frazier and Heckathorn to the left. Cody Gustafson to the right side. Tamburino in motion. Give it to Nico Flotti across the 40. 35, still on his feet, and drives down near the 32-yard line. That's a first down for the Wolverines.
Yeah, just a good, kind of a good hole opened up right through the middle of that that offensive line there, and Flotti able to just hit it and then drive right on through, hit a couple of linebackers and push them back, and again, nothing real complicated about it, just Flotti being real tough to tackle.
East to throw. Double move by Gustafson, who makes the catch in the end zone for the Wolverine touchdown. He beat the defender, and East put it right in his arms for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's like literally like throwing it into a basket. You're on the 38-yard line or so after the 6-yard drop. Throw it into a basket in the end zone, and that's exactly what he did. Gustafson catching it, doing the rest. And that is a prolific combination here for this Wolverine team and the Wolverine program.
Snap down. Morrow's extra point is up, and it is good. It does not hurt when you have the leading touchdown passer in school history throwing touchdowns to the school's leader in touchdown catches in school history. Yeah,
there's a little synergy there for both of those records, and those two have been so fun to watch and have been a big part of the evolution of this football program. You can't throw a ball better than East just did right there. I mean, and Gustafson, he's certainly not frustrated, but you got to tip your cap to Brandon Graham, the job he's done on Gustafson all day. But Gustafson always finds a way. You can put a special defense on it. You can emphasize taking him out of the game a little bit, but he always finds a way to make a big play, and he just did right there.
Bianco to kick off.
So Bianco will kick. The Wolverines lead now out to 3 touchdowns at 28-7. Bianco's kick fielded at the 10. Right up the hash marks. Now try to get to the outside across the 25 to the 30. And good team tackling right there by the Wolverines is coming up to make the stop. That's James Schaefer, the linebacker.
Kilgore and Schaefer.
Kilgore and Schaefer. That's exactly how you have to do it. You have to take away his lanes. And they took away his lanes and then made a good fundamental tackle. And they've only not done perfectly against that one time today. And he scored a touchdown.
So 12:46 to play here, third quarter. 28-7 the lead for the Wolverines. Luptak has 2 receivers in the formation. And now we've got a delay.
No, timeout.
Actually, got a timeout before the
timeout.
penalty.
Grove City. That's their first of the half.
And the play clock was rolling down, but Grove City decided they didn't like what they saw and used the timeout. And when you're against an offense like that, it's a smart move because they could score from any spot on the field.
Right. And you've been so sort of on top of being in the right place against each one of those different formations. And they didn't want to kind of take a gamble there. So a great timeout, right? That's why you get 3 of them.
So 12:46 to play in this third quarter. And you got the first kind of accomplishment off the list where you're able to get points to start the third quarter, and now it's about how the defense comes up to play.
Right, and the defense has been just great all day, so.
Luptak going to run with the football towards the wide side of the field, makes a first defender miss, gets across the 40, flag comes down, here's the second flag. Luptak will have his longest run from scrimmage, but that might be wiped away on a holding penalty.
It's either going to be a hold on Geneva to the outside or perhaps a face
Personal
mask.
Foul.
Yeah.
Face mask.
Go.
All right.
Defense, number 17. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
That's just the type of run sometimes that you see the hand get up into that face mask and kind of try to grab it back a little bit. But there's Luptak at his best right there. We really haven't seen much of that, today, but we know what he's capable of, and that's it right there.
Down to the Grove City 48-yard line. Wing will go in motion. Luptak going to turn now, pitch it back, and the Wolverines there. The ball's loose on the field. And were the Wolverines able to fall on the ball? Yes, they were. Wow. They force another turnover and get the football right back.
That's unbelievable. I couldn't tell. That might be Trevor Beck again that knocked that loose. It was. There it is. Yeah, I screwed up the first time he did it. Called the wrong name. That time I got you, Trevor. That was a great job by Trevor Beck knocking that loose. And Wolverines force another turnover and the offense back on the field.
So they'll get the football right back after forcing the turnover.
17, Nick Grabiak, 1st and 10, Grove City at the 50.
The wind's really starting to pick up.
The wind is in the Wolverines' face here, going this way from right to left.
Tamburino in motion. They give the ball to Nico Flotti, and this time Flotti driven back for a loss of 1 on the play.
Damian Lamelli, he's been frustrated all day today, so that had to feel awfully good. Because Flotti's run him over a couple of times, so yeah.
So second down, close to 11 on the play. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Tamburino in motion, East looking to throw. Has time, gonna take the deep shot for Gustafson. Ball batted in the air and incomplete, and Cody had to knock that football away from a Jalen Collier. Almost had another interception.
Yeah, Collier's good. Collier, again, Gustafson certainly has got him a few times. Most notably on the long touchdown pass in the last possession, but for the most part, he's had a great day.
So third down and 11, 11:43 to play in the third, 28-7 Wolverines. East will throw it on 3rd and long. Time, middle, Heckathorn had the ball go through his hands, then off the hands of the defender, Dave Hines, the sophomore, and the Wolverines will punt.
Yeah, Heckathorn, the ball just a little bit behind him, full momentum going, across the middle of the field, not able to haul it in. And, like you said, Hines had a chance maybe to make that interception, but not able to haul it in.
So Custer will punt, and Shell stands back inside his 15-yard line. Good snap by C.J. Otwell. Kick is away by Custer, who comes up on it, makes a fair catch in traffic at the 26-yard line.
Catch by Shell. Geneva takes over 1st down and 10.
Yeah, Shell, kind of he's not the big play guy, but more reliable punt returner, sort of out of the same cloth as Gabe Dunlap, and doing a good job there. So Grove City up 28-7 here with 11:33 to go in this third quarter. And the defense has just, again, been incredible. Geneva has scored, but it was on a kickoff return. So this defense has yet to give up a score.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes. Luptak gave it on the quick inside handoff for a little gain on the play. That's to the fullback.
On the run, brought down by Parenti.
Lippiot on the carry, and he's their second leading rusher. Hasn't done much today so far.
Boy, has Parenti been good today, huh? We talk a lot about him. He's a good player, but seems to me like he's having even a better day than usual today.
6'2", 285 out of Montauk High School in his junior year. Second down and 9. Wing will go in motion. Luptak to throw. Fires downfield. Receiver came back to the football. Made a diving catch on the ball.
Luptak's pass complete to Ozias.
Yeah, big Jared Ozias. Big 6'1", 215-pound. Looks like a tight end. He's listed at wide receiver, playing wide receiver, but he just kind of has that Looks like Rob Gronkowski.
So 1st and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes. Luptak sends a man in motion. He'll look to throw again. Fires downfield. Shell makes the catch across the 45-40 and down to the 35-yard line. Peyton Shell, the senior from Sharpsville, has another big play.
Yeah, he's a great route runner. He's like that ultimate kind of inside, underneath receiver. You know, think about the mold of those guys that Tom Brady always had in New England, right? He kind of fits that mold well and looked like it right there across the middle.
Luptak under center, runs that reverse option. No chance to pitch it. As Nick Grabiak breezed by him and got a piece of him, and he went down to the turf.
Yeah, what Grabiak did there, that was tremendous, was he made it so that he couldn't pitch the football. He basically kind of guarded two guys at once with his positioning. So the only thing that Luptak could have done is cut back to the inside, and he wasn't going to do that. So that's a great job by Nick Grabiak.
So 2nd down and 11. Ball on the Wolverine 36-yard line. Luptak has receivers right and left. Wing will go in motion. Fakes the pitch. Luptak going to roll to the right side. Set his feet. Goes downfield and a sliding diving catch by Brandt. Sophomore H-back makes his 2nd catch.
Yeah, Brandt, again, kind of a good underneath guy. So just to pick up a 5, though. But Geneva on the roll, on the run here. We're on the march here, Mark. So big 3rd down play for both teams.
3rd and 2. Luptak under center. Going to run the option. Runs into one of his own offensive linemen. Falls forward. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, Caden Harden, the big offensive lineman, 6 foot 260. Luptak wasn't going to go anywhere into him. He ran into him.
Gain of 1 to the 26.
So they're going to stop play.
Correction. 4th down.
Yeah, Bryce Spolnick was, the guy that was kind of tangled up with that offensive lineman. So give him some credit too. I mean, he wasn't the traditional tackle, but certainly he was the one who caused all of the chaos there that brought Luptak down before he could get a 1st down.
Luptak going to pitch the ball to one of his wingmen. Wolverines have that play strung out and pulled down at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 3 and a turnover on down.
Yeah, Grabiak and Dunlap.
But there's
again.
a flag on the field.
Okay, what do we got? Yeah, Grabiak.
There's no flag on the play.
All right.
Turnover on downs. Grove City.
All right, there you go. That's one of those moments where you say, I'm glad to be wrong, right? No flag on the field, but Grabiak and Dunlap again. And that's that preparation that we talked about in the pregame, just about how they've stayed home, stayed disciplined. Grabiak's been awesome, just as far as his football IQ, the way that he has played this triple option offense of Geneva.
East going to give the ball to Nico Flotti. Bounces off a tackle, keeps the feet driving, and they'll push the pile all the way to the 41-yard line and a Wolverine 1st down.
He's just crushing people, right? He is just running people over. It's almost like the light bulb has gone on or something with him, like this is what he did in high school, right? Against high school defenses every week. And I was like, I can do the same thing at this level too, huh? And he's just running people over.
So 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 7:50 to play, 3rd quarter, 28-7 Wolverines. Flag as they hand the ball to Nico Flotti. Flotti's tackled at the 40.
Flag on the run brought down by Gonzalez. Flag on the play.
A sideline warning again. He threw it on the sideline and like 30 feet in the air.
Illegal shift.
Oh, okay.
2 players in motion at the snap, number 49 and number 61. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Okay.
So that's Lane and Tamburino who are both moving.
Yeah.
It is a 5-yard penalty. It will be 1st and 15.
He's looking for his flag. It went behind the players.
That's when he threw it pretty well.
Yeah, he threw it about 20 or 30 feet in the air and it went almost to the track.
So 1st and 15, back to the 36-yard line. Twins to the left, single receiver, Cody Gustafson to the right side. Collier is on him. Tamburino goes in motion. Give it to East, or give it to Flotty across the 45-yard line. And they'll say the knee went down at the 45-yard line, and Flotty's slow to get up.
He's not mad about the results of the run. I think he's mad that he tweaked his. Yeah, he's okay. All right, okay. I thought maybe he
it didn't initially look good.
Re-injured, right. I thought maybe whatever he tweaked earlier in the game, he re-injured, but gets up and slams the ball down and is ready to go. Tough kid. That's pretty obvious.
2nd down and 6 from the 46-yard line. Two to the right, one to the left. Tamburino in motion. East is going to throw it. Has all kinds of time. Gustafson's wide open, makes the catch, keeps the feet in bounds, and has another big play in the passing game for the Wolverines.
Yes, poetry in motion, Gustafson. You know, he goes down, he does that little stop route, takes off again. And it's so great watching it from up here. You can just see what's going to happen. I kind of raised my one arm up in anticipation. You know, that's...
1st and 10 at the Geneva 24.
And again, I want to emphasize, what an unbelievably good job the defensive back Collier is doing on him, but it doesn't matter.
I love how Coach Bainey and Nico Flotty talk after he comes off the sidelines. Pretty much every time they change running backs. Give it to Parrish. Cuts outside. Now back inside. Drives the pile for another Wolverine 1st down.
How about that? Yeah, that's not bad when there's the guy you're bringing in as a change of pace, right? Change of pace is slamming ahead. That time going off of the left side of the offensive line, and give them some props too, as we see Kraut and Brady knocking people over for Parrish there.
Parrish going to get it again, running off the right side, stays on his feet inside the 10, makes the defender miss inside the 5 and down to the 3-yard line.
What a great cutback. Great cutback by Parrish. And
Parrish on the run for the Wolverines. Brought down by Romero and Truxler. Gain of 9.
Gain of 9. It looked like he was going to be able, maybe strung out there and, barely get back to the line of scrimmage, but was able to turn that into a 9-yard gain.
2nd and 1. Parrish is your tailback. Mir and Tamburino in at the fullback. Give it to Clayton Parrish. Lowers the shoulder, drives the pile, and in for another Wolverine touchdown.
Yeah, lucky number 13 on the season for Clayton Parrish, as he's able to blast through that line and give Grove City certainly some additional breathing room. So how about that? Clayton Parrish, West Middlesex native.
Morrow to attempt the extra point.
Custer will hold. C.J. Otwell is your snapper. Snap down, extra point all the way, and the extra point is up and good. It is Grove City 35, Geneva 7, after a quick break here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Ranger Station.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting in the forest. 1 second, I'm having a smoke. Next thing I know, I'm face-to-face with Smokey Bear. Wow. And he told me it only takes 1 spark to start a wildfire.
Did you know 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans?
I had no idea.
That's why Smokey's famous and you're not. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
4:46 to play here, 3rd quarter, as the Wolverines lead 35-7. You can see this team growing and getting better as the weeks go along.
Yeah,
Chris.
how about that? Yeah, you said it. We got at St. Vincent next week, and then the bye week, and then back here for that big one against Washington and Jefferson. So this team, again, it's premature to make any declarations, but they sure seem to be peaking at the right time.
Kick drops him back all the way inside the 5, right back across the 10, 15, 20, and down just shy of the 30-yard line. And we see the Wolverines have made some adjustments on their kick coverage.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, they're still kicking it to them. Sometimes you see teams, a guy runs one back, they stop kicking it to him, and they're able to, willing to give up the field position. But no, they're doing a good job still kicking to him. But being able to bring him down, still decent field position, obviously, at their own 30, but...
So Luptak will have it, first down and 10. He's going to throw on first down. Pass fires over the middle and caught right near the first down marker. And one of the Wolverines is slow to get up.
It looked like
timeout on the field.
Maybe Beck hit his own man.
For injury.
Pass complete from Luptak to Ozias. Gain of 10.
Yeah, that was Beck. Beck ran into Parker Kilgore. It looked like maybe.
So the training staff going to make their way onto the field. Coach DiDonato's out there as well. With 4:35 to play here in the third quarter.
Hey, Beck's had a great game. He's forced 2 turnovers. All right, he's good. Hopping up, little fist bump to Coach D. He's ready to go. Good.
So he'll make his way to the sidelines as the Wolverine defense returns to the field.
Is that the sun, Mark?
It actually is.
Yeah, how about that?
Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah.
I drove through sunshine in rainstorms and sunshine in rainstorms on my way over here.
At the parade this morning where we stood, it was completely dry. And then when the Wolverine marching band and then the local Grove City High School marching band came by us, they were soaking wet.
Time
like
out.
It was raining in the other part of town.
Grove City. They're second of the half.
So the Wolverines use another timeout on defense with 4:29 to play here in the third quarter. And it changes the approach, especially when you've got a lead like this. But when you maybe misaligned defensively, use those timeouts.
Right.
You don't have to hold on to them for later in the game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's no question about it. And, and again, and it's that thing, too, coaches in the moment, they're not looking at the scoreboard. They're not, we're up 35-7, it's no big deal. Like, they are coaching every play as if it's the most important play in the game. And, they've been so on top of that, so on top of being lined up the right way. That's what was going on right there. Saw something they didn't like.
So first and 10 for Luptak and the Golden Tornadoes. Luptak pumps, going to take the deep shot down. Field ball intercepted by Dunlap across the 35, 40, midfield. Again to the 40-yard line and pulled down at the 30 on the interception. And the Wolverines force another turnover here in this third quarter.
Andy Mellinger, the center for Geneva, actually pulls him down there. And if he's able to cut back there, he may bring that one. He may take that one to the house. So, yeah. Great job by Dunlap. He's so many guys that, we really like, obviously, for this defense have had really good games today. And he's one of them.
And Dunlap, just a sophomore, has played exceptionally well this year.
Yeah.
2 receivers left, one to the right side. Tamburino goes in motion. Going to give the ball to Nico Flotti. And Flotti will drive inside the 30, down near the 29-yard line. So Heckathorn will check out. Flotti will check out. Parrish going to check into the game for the Wolverines. Both fullbacks, Tamburino and Mir, in the backfield.
Wow. How about that? Talking about different alignments here. How about this?
Going to give the ball to Parrish. And Parrish gets to the 30, right at the line of scrimmage before being shouldered down.
Brought down by Segura and Romero.
That time, finally, again, not finally. I mean, they've done it, but it's been rare that Geneva has been able to kind of get into the backfield against this big offensive line and these fullbacks.
So Flotti will check back in. Heckathorn back on the field as the extra receiver. 35-7, Grove City with the lead. Looking to add on. East to throw. Thought about going to Frazier. Now he'll run the football across the 25 and out of bounds. to be a couple yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, good decision there, I think, by East. Pretty good coverage down the field. Every spot he looked, all of his progressions, all covered well.
To the 24.
So he ducks it, runs for 5, and then avoids the hit and gets out of bounds.
4th down and 2 for the Wolverines.
So 4th and 2. Single receivers to each side, and Gustafson and Frazier. Parrish, the tailback. He'll get the football. Has a big hole, has the first down, and drives down near the 16-yard line. We've seen some huge gaps for the backs to run through today.
Yeah, no question about it. And again, that's that right side of the offensive line that has just been absolutely killing it today. Vinny Lepre, Dylan Lane. Give him the big center, Brady Brungarden, he loved today. He's getting it done too, and Parrish just following them and blasting into that linebacking core and dragging people along.
Kleinfelter in as the extra running back, or as the extra offensive lineman, and now Geneva's going to need a timeout.
Part of the snap, false start.
Oh.
Offense, number 69, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Vinny Lepre, the right guard, the junior out of Pine Grove, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. The 21-yard line.
So back them up, make it 1st and 15. Heckathorn in motion into the backfield. Going to give the ball to Nico Flotti. Cuts up the middle, gets inside the 10. And down to the 9-yard line. Nico Flotti has had a special afternoon.
Yeah, he really has. That one right there was as impressive as anything he's done. That time he just kind of cut right back up through. And man.
So it'll be Heckathorn to the left. Cody Gustafson to the right side. Flotti remains the tailback. Give the ball to Nico Flotti, trying to get to the right side, and this time he stood up and driven back at the 11. He'll lose a couple, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, just a good surge that time by the Geneva linebacking group as they came, kind of came on a jailbreak, and
3rd and 5 at the 11.
Able to get Flotti 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd down and 5 here. So.
It's Cody Gustafson to the right, Heckathorn slot left, Scott Frazier to his outside. Going to give the ball to Flotti, cuts back, looks for the end zone, and in for the touchdown for Nico Flotti.
That ball on the 11, and he could have run for as many as he wanted to there as he cuts back and gets into the middle and into the end zone again. So Flotti getting getting the touchdown this time. Obviously, I say this with some jest, but there's a lot of times where Flotti gets him the whole way down the field, and then Parrish gets to score the touchdown. So Flotti that time able to get into the end zone. So.
Snap down, extra point on the way, and up and good. So 12 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter, and what has been a big 3rd quarter for the Wolverines offensively.
Almost flawless 3rd quarter for this Grove City College offense, and the defense certainly hasn't been that far behind that. So just a great job here by this Wolverine team today, as they have just put together, we got a quarter to go yet, but they have put together perhaps their most complete performance of the year. I didn't see the Juniata or Waynesburg games, but man, they've just kind of put everything together here today.
So they will kick the football away. Eddie Bianco will handle the kicking duties. 6'3" senior from the Buffalo, New York area. Hilton McLean, who was a special returner for the Golden Tornadoes back deep out of Belgrade, Florida. Kick is away by Bianco. He'll field it at the 10, 15, 20. Turns on the speed and then knocked down right past the 30-yard line.
Brought down by number 8, Brandon Caffrey.
Yeah, Brandon Caffrey doing a great job. And McLean, he's going to die hard. So it was great to Great job closing up that seam. 2.
So a Luptak.
Glad somebody got that one. I've been waiting to use that one all day.
You planned that, didn't you? You've
Yes.
been waiting on that. By the way, Nico Flati, 26 carries, 182 yards, and a touchdown through 3 quarters. Luptak's going to keep now. He'll turn pitch to the outside, and there's no room to run as he is pulled down on another fantastic tackle, and then a flag at the end of the play.
What do we got?
Seister on the run. Trevor Beck on the tackle. Flag on the play.
After the play, personal foul, offense number 5. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Will be second down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Okay.
So after 3, it is Grove City 42, Geneva 7. We're back after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, please, have a seat. So here's the thing. When this company brought you on, we took a chance on you. You didn't have that 4-year college degree we typically look for.
Right.
But we gave you a shot anyway. And since then, you've worked incredibly hard and given it your all.
Thanks.
You've been an important asset to the team, but I don't think you can be an intern here anymore. We want to hire you.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Find your next great employee. Introduce yourself to the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
I won't let you down.
I know.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Wolverines enjoying homecoming this afternoon, leading 42-7 as we get set to begin the 4th quarter. And we've seen a change at quarterback for the Golden Tornadoes as Bruce Ogilvie, the freshman. Excuse me, it's a change at tailback. So Ogilvie is still, or Luptak's still the quarterback. Pass out to the flat. Receiver makes the catch with the knee down at the 15-yard line.
You just wanted to say Brutus.
What a first name. And from Ohio on top of it.
Yeah.
Pass complete from Luptak to McLean. No gain.
Brings up third down.
6 at the 16.
3rd down and long. 3rd and 26. Luptak gonna pitch it out to his wing back, who slides down at the 17-yard line. That was another carry for Josh Seister, the freshman.
Yeah, that's where this Grove City defense has been at its best all day. Is, you know, the reads that Luptak makes with the pitches and all of that. Grove City has been right in position every single time almost on those plays. And when Geneva can't do that, their bread and butter, they don't really have a plan B, C, and D. And their B, C, and D only works when A is working, you know?
High snap. Punter gets the kick away. Short kick. Going to take a roll for the Golden Tornadoes down near the Grove City 40-yard lines.
Pucci's punt out of bounds.
Flag on the play back here at the 28-yard line.
What do we got?
We'll have to wait and see as the discussion continues here momentarily.
During the kick, holding, return team number 35, 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, Grove City.
It's Tim Gibson, the sophomore linebacker.
First down and 10 from its 24.
What do we got? All right. This is, I had a feeling. We saw Pfeiffer warming up. The backup quarterback, highly touted Logan Pfeiffer from Peters Township. So
I believe this is his third game he's been able to get into on the year.
That's good stuff. Yeah, he's certainly got all the tools and going to be a good one.
6'2", 180. He'll hand the ball off to Zach Trusky, who's got his first carry, and Trusky down to the 29-yard line.
Number 28, Zach Trusky on the carry.
Trusky been a big part of this football team for 3 seasons now.
Gain of 5 to the 29.
Good to see him getting some carries.
So it's Nick Gustafson, Ryan Heckathorn, and Scott Frazier, the 3 receivers.
It's kind of a mix of that first and second teams, right? Some of the first team guys, some of the second team guys. They can all play.
Pfeiffer, the freshman quarterback, sends the fullback in motion. He's going to throw it. Going to take a shot middle. Heckathorn makes the catch, 45, and down near the 49-yard line. Another big play from Ryan Heckathorn.
Yeah, Heckathorn, he gets into those seams. That was a great ball thrown by Pfeiffer, too.
Brought down by Clark.
So, yeah.
Gain of 20, first down, Grove City.
That came out of the hands with some velocity.
Yeah, some velocity and on a line, too, so, yeah.
Trusky remains the tailback.
This is good. He's getting some of these reps, too. If he ever gets pressed into duty in a close game, he's going to be a lot more comfortable after coming in a situation like this.
Fullback goes in motion. Gives the ball to Trusky. Broke the tackle. Stayed on his feet and got down to the 45-yard line. Strong run by Zach Trusky for the Wolverines.
Yeah, kind of. They really had him bottled up. It looked like it was going to be, a tackle right at the line of scrimmage, but broke that first tackle and was able to pick up some nice additional yards there.
5'8", 185, senior running back.
That's right.
So Pfeiffer, the quarterback, Trusky, the running back. Got to give it again to Trusky. Bounces off of one of the defenders, lowers the shoulder, and has the first down to the 40-yard line.
Zach Trusky on the run, brought down by Trexler.
One of the defenders for Geneva, a little slow to get up. That is Damian Lamellier, sophomore defensive back.
Yeah, I'd be slow to get up if Trusky hit me like that, too.
Well, we've seen the running backs really deliver some blows this afternoon.
All three of them, Flotty, Parrish, and Trusky, they all punish would-be tacklers, or tacklers.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Pfeiffer going to hand it off once again. Trusky continues to push the pile, and it down between the 43 and 44-yard lines.
Gain of 4 to the 36.
So Heckathorn will check back in. Mason Meir, the junior fullback, comes to the bench. 10:40 to play here in the fourth. 42-7 Wolverines.
Yeah, see what we got here. Yeah, second down and 6.
Play clock at 10.
I want to see Pfeiffer throw the ball again.
Pfeiffer going to give it to Trusky. Trusky dances up the middle and is right near the first down marker and will be another Wolverine first down. Offensive line has played
they're unbelievable.
So well today.
Unbelievable. They've been perfect. Sometimes coaches give their line grades based on what they do after they watch the film. And, obviously I'm not privy to the film. I've just been watching it live, but this offensive line's been an A+ today.
So first and 10 at the Geneva 30-yard line. Tamburino in motion. Trusky this time pulled down in the backfield as Giovanni Segura, the senior out of Pittsburgh, came up and made the play.
We've called his name a lot today. He's pretty good, 6'2", 295. Can move a little bit, too.
Loss of 1, second down and 11. You can hear the wind continuing to be a factor as it's been throughout the afternoon.
Yeah.
Pfeiffer's going to throw it on play action. Time. Down the middle, looking for Frazier, who got bumped a little on his route. No flag and incomplete.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the Grove City faithful. They wanted the pass interference, and it's the same thing. They go, what are you guys complaining about? You're up 42-7. They want to see Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer threw a great pass there, too. They want to see him get a touchdown pass.
So 3rd and 11, 9:07 to play here in the 4th. Trusky remains the tailback. Nick Gustafson, Ryan Heckathorn, Scott Frazier, the receivers. Pfeiffer going to throw it again. Fires downfield. Frazier makes the catch. Tightrope to the sidelines and goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's funny. So many of these Grove City receivers, you can see they run their routes like Gustafson does, you know. And obviously that's coaching from the Grove City staff, but it's also emulating kind of your star player. And
Mir and Tamarino, both fullbacks in the backfield. Umpire stayed in, so both teams could substitute equally. Single receivers to each side. They give the ball to Zach Trusky. Trusky gets inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line.
Trusky on the run. Brought down by Ornelli. Gain of 2, 2nd and goal at the 8.
So it's 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 2 receivers go to the right, 1 to the left. That's Scott Frazier. Freshman Logan Pfeiffer, the quarterback. Gives the ball to Trusky, has a hole to run through, spins off 1 tackle, and he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, good move.
Trusky on the run.
Good move.
Or down by Trexler to 1.
Good move by Trusky. Sorry, I'm watching to see what the players on the field want to go for here, and it's like they're going to.
So 3rd down and just about 1. Trusky gets the handoff, and Trusky will score. The senior caps a big offensive afternoon for the Wolverines with his touchdown.
Nice. Love it that Trusky able to finish that off. Had a great series that time, great possession. Great job by Zach Trusky, the senior.
What do you do after you score a touchdown? You celebrate with center Brady Brungard, who just lifted Trusky in the air like it was nothing.
I love it. I love it.
Morrow on for the extra point. Snap. Morrow's extra point is up, and it's good, but there's 2 flags at the end of the play.
Illegal substitution, defense. That penalty's declined. Try's good.
So the extra point is up and good by Morrow, and it's a 42-point lead for the Wolverines at 49-7.
Yeah, how about this, Mark? 12 plays, 76 yards, 6 minutes and 18 off the clock, 6 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock. That's a Grove City College drive right there, right? I mean, you talk about it. They've had, 4 of those roughly today where they've chewed up that kind of amount of time. They haven't all ended in scores, but 3 of them have. So that's exactly what you want if you're Grove City College. What a great job too by Pfeiffer and Trusky, right? Following that big offensive line, and good to see those 2 going in there and having some success.
You love to see some of the second and third teamers get a chance to get it into play this afternoon.
And not just for them, but also when the time comes, right? Guys that are that close to being on the depth chart, they're going to be pressed into duty when it matters, and both of them certainly getting some confidence right there.
Eddie Bianco to kick the ball away. McLean at the 15, across the 20, 25 to the 30, and then pushed out of bounds. Patrick Mark there with a couple of other Wolverines to help him out of bounds.
Good angle there. Good angle taken by Mark to take down McLean.
At the 31.
Yeah, they've done a really good job on McLean after the touchdown return. He gets him out to about the 30 every time, but But they really have kind of kept him bottled up.
A lot of the ones remaining out there defensively for the Wolverines to begin this possession for Geneva. Luptak under center, 2 receivers in the formation. Gives it to the wing who was in motion, trying to bounce to the wide side, and not a lot of running room there at all for Blake Pete, the sophomore running back.
Yeah, there's Grabiak again. Good to see him back in. Remember, he was shaken up, and yeah, he's done a great job. Got to the edge. He is. You could tell he's a guy that studies film. You know what I mean? Like, he's a guy that puts the homework in, because he's been at the right spot just about every time. He has 11 tackles today. Yeah, that's doing your homework right there. Yeah,
sure it is. Pete again goes in motion. Luptak's going to fake it. Spolnick is there. And Bryce Spolnick makes the play in the backfield. The big defensive lineman made the one-on-one play.
How about that? Spolnick just chasing him down, nowhere to go. And been a long day. Been a long day in a lot of ways for this Geneva offense and their, talented quarterback Amos Luptak.
So 3rd and 16 with 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Wing goes in motion. Luptak to throw. Time. Ball release late. Batted and intercepted by the Wolverines. They'll bring it back across the 50, 40, 30, and down to the 32-yard line as they're able to get the deflection and turn that into another Geneva turnover.
How about that?
Pass intercepted by number 18, Trevor Beck.
Yeah, how about Beck able to get the interception after knocking 2 of the 2 fumbles away. Is that Cole DiFilippo on the DiFilippo that knocked it away, right? Yeah, so great job again by Grove City College defense, forcing another turnover. Gives us another chance to get a look at Pfeiffer.
Another set of some of the younger Wolverines checking in. Pfeiffer going to give the ball to Zach Trusky. And Trusky across the 30 down to the 28-yard line. See 6'5" freshman Joshua Gregory from West Branch High School over in Alliance, Ohio, checking in.
Okay.
Also in there offensively for the Wolverines is Aaron Phillips, sophomore wide receiver from Lake High School in Hartville, Ohio.
There you go. You got like that radar to those Ohio guys. Ohio guy goes in, you're like, there he is.
Just happened to be the 2 numbers I picked out. Give the ball to Trusky. Trusky is going to be pulled down right near the line of scrimmage. Might have gained 1 on the play. So it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, about 4:55 to go here on a moving clock. So Grove City, that was a huge, that 6 minutes and 18 second scoring drive the last time they got the football. That was sort of the final imposition of will that this Wolverine offense was able to do to this Geneva football team.
Kyle Heim, the senior fullback's in motion. Pfeiffer to throw. Pass caught. And that's right at the first down marker as Nick Gustafson makes his first catch for the Wolverine first down.
Pfeiffer's one of those guys. He can throw from a variety of arm angles. You see that he was almost 3/4, like a major league pitcher that goes 3/4 there. And you can just tell he's a guy. I'm making that wow face a couple of times when he's made the throws.
And Pfeiffer checks with the sidelines. Down to 4 minutes to play. Trusky remains the tailback. Wow. He's going to get it again on the carry across the 20 and drives down near the 18-yard line. Trusky picks up a quick 5.
Yeah, Grove City now up over 520 yards of offense today as they are picking up yards in chunks. Yeah, that is just amazing. Just a great day for so many of these
Officials
players.
timeout for injury.
Got a Geneva player down on the field at the 15-yard line. And the training staff will come across the field to check on him.
Right. just a complete performance. You know, you think about we could go on and on and on about how well the defense played against this Geneva triple option offense, and then we got Sports Information Ryan Briggs giving us one superlative statistic after another about what the offense has been able to do, and so yeah.
That is James Clark, who was a little slow to get up.
And again, Mark, we have days like this sometimes when you play, some of the lower tier teams in the conference. I want to remind people, this is not one of the lower tier teams in the conference. This team had number 11 Washington and Jefferson beat last week and ended up losing 24-20. So this was a really, really good performance by the Wolverine team.
Pfeiffer again works out of the pistol formation. Receivers go to each side. Taking some time off the clock. Play clock sits at 24 seconds. Wolverines just letting that play clock and game clock roll down as we go under 3 minutes to play, leading 49-7. Pfeiffer takes the snap, gives it to Zach Trusky. And Trusky down to about the 17-yard line.
Trusky on the
Going to bring up third down.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 5 at the 17.
Aaron Phillips, the sophomore wide receiver, going to check back in wearing 15. Again, they'll let that play clock roll down. You talk about having big wide receivers. Joshua Gregory, another 6'5" freshman wide receiver.
Yeah. I mean, these are guys that, we're all of a sudden going to see playing huge roles on this team next year and the year after. So, again,
give it to Trusky. He has a first down to the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Wolverines.
Yeah. Trusky on the run.
Again, the offensive line continuing to do a great job. Got some new guys in there.
You got Brock Carroll, 73, the freshman. Dalton Ford, 71, another freshman in there at the offensive line.
Yeah, they're continuing to do what the first group of offensive linemen did, open big holes. Zach Trusky, with that nice little cut back there to pick up the first down.
Pfeiffer and the offense turns back to the field. Play clock under 5. Going to give the ball to Trusky once again inside the 5 and drives down near the 2-yard line.
Trusky on the run. Brought down by Vernelli.
So it's 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Gain of 8, 2nd and goal for 2.
Looking at the play clock. 25 seconds now.
They might get 1 or 2 more snaps if they choose to.
Yeah.
All of the extra, Lance Kleinfelder, one of the seniors, also in there. We see him play a lot on short yardage. So 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Trusky gets the handoff. Trusky follows the offensive line into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown here of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a great 4th quarter for Zach Trusky. As he has just kind of plowed his way down the field behind that big offensive line, and both Trusky and Flatty and Parrish, they ran the football today as if they knew they couldn't be tackled, and obviously they tackled them some, but not until they did everything they wanted to, all 3 of them.
Otwell to snap, Custer to hold. Morrow's kick is up and good. With 34 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter, it is 56-7 Grove City.
Yeah, again, I mean, just a final capper on a really, really good day for this Wolverines offense.
So Grove City now turns its attention to a road trip to St. Vincent next week. You look ahead, St. Vincent on October 16th, the final home game. W&J, the eve of Halloween on the 30th at 1 o'clock. Then road trips to Case Western and Teal finish things out.
Yeah, so obviously you get the big, tough, tricky road opponent next week, and, then the bye week, and then obviously you come back with two of the upper-tier teams in the conference, nationally ranked W&J, and then a trip to Cleveland to play a good Case Western team. So lots of work to be done, but getting by this one was such an impressive performance. Certainly has to do a lot for this team's confidence.
Kick caught at the 5, across the 10, 15, and Patrick Mark with help there to make the play at the 16-yard line. That looked like Mark and Graviak combining on the tackle.
Yeah, Patrick Mark, I think, took that kickoff return personally because after that, he's made just about every tackle on the kickoff. So he's been...
the 16-yard line.
So we've got try and get you some of the new numbers in there. 22, Dan Melville in there at a corner spot. 2 is Marcus Woodford, a senior corner who was checked in.
Drew Kramer at quarterback.
Noah Yeck, a junior safety, in there as well. They're going to just hand the football off. And it'll be a gain of a couple on what could potentially be the final play.
Lewis on the right.
If I have a vote, it will be.
Justin DeMille in there on the stop, and that is going to be our final score here this afternoon. Grove City recording a big win here at home this afternoon as they beat Geneva 56-7. We'll take a break, come back and have more on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi, I'd like to report a bear hug.
Uh-huh, okay.
Well, we were building a bonfire, and I saw some, dry brush and leaves around, so, I said to move the bonfire somewhere else, and out of nowhere, Smokey Bear shows up and hugs me.
So you noticed some wildfire hazards and moved your bonfire to a safer location.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Smokey, all right. He likes it when people help prevent wildfires. It hits him close to home. Not everybody gets the hug, my friend. So that's pretty special to get a hug from Smokey Bear.
So it was him. Hey, guys, I told you it was Smokey.
Okay, well, congratulations, my friend. And thanks for calling. There are many ways to prevent a wildfire. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Wolverine Sports Network.
Well, Chris, the most points put up by the Wolverine offense since they put up 63 on Teal back in 2019.
Wow. Yeah, and it was just it was almost sort of one of those things, too. There was nothing fluky about it. It was just tremendous execution, great offensive line play, great play by, several individuals. Obviously, Nico Flotti having a career day from that running back position. And, great play by quarterback Josh East. Gustafson and Frazier doing their thing from those wide receiver spots. Again, just a tremendous job by this Grove City College offense.
Geneva, 35 rushing attempts for 26 yards.
Wow. You can't, that's, that's about as well as you can do, right? I mean, I don't know how you could possibly do any better, against an offense that has moved the football and done great things against good teams. Grove City was on time on every play. They were in the right formation on every play. Just an unbelievable job by the defense.
46 plays, 145 yards for Geneva, 73 plays for 537 yards for the Wolverines today.
Oh, man. You will almost never see a disparity that big between two teams. And, that was a dominant performance by the offense. Again, lots and lots of individuals getting involved, racking up big yards.
Grove City, 8 of 12 on third down. That percentage is going to go up. Geneva, 1 of 10.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they couldn't stay on the field, and Grove City would get the ball, and they would put together another 6-minute drive or 8-minute drive, right? And, again, that's just Grove City was able to frustrate Geneva with everything that they did today.
Nico Flotti, career high in rushing today, 26 carries, 182 yards, and a touchdown. Zach Trusky finished with 16 carries for 62 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Clayton Parrish, 9 for 37 and a pair of touchdowns. East, 9 of 17 through the air, 205 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Logan Pfeiffer got into the fourth quarter, 3 of 4 for 46 yards. Cody Gustafson, your leading receiver today, 5 catches, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Scott Frazier, 4 for 49 and a touchdown. Big play, Ryan Heckathorn, 2 for 74. Nick Gustafson had a 1 catch for 5 yards.
And how about, Cody Gustafson, again, that's about as well as you can do against him. Like, in other words, if you were to try to script, how do you defend Cody Gustafson? Geneva did about as well as you could do against him. He still has 5 for 123 and 2 touchdowns. So, it's, he is really, really a difficult weapon to deal with for the opposing teams.
Nick Grabiak, 12 tackles. Trevor Beck, Bryce Spolnick, Patrick Mark with 7. Spolnick also had a sack and a half and a couple of big ones for the freshman today.
Yeah, he played great. He played great about the one at the end of the half there to thwart a great Geneva scoring opportunity. The clock ran out on him. So, great job by Spolnick and Grabiak. Again, we talked about him all day. You could tell the guy really did his homework and knew where to be.
The Wolverines are 5-1 after this afternoon's 56-7 win over Geneva. And now turn their attention towards St. Vincent next Saturday at 1 o'clock. And as you said, just a complete victory today.
A complete victory, right. That's it. They were dominant in all 3 phases. And, the defense, not letting Geneva get anything going, running the football. Geneva doesn't like to pass the football. And then offensively, they were near flawless.
That is going to do it for us this afternoon. For Sports Information Director Ryan Briggs, for Executive Producer Darren Morton, my partner Chris Birch, my name is Mark Means. The Wolverines win again this afternoon on homecoming, 56-7, and you heard it right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
I think Urban Meyer is going to put together a great game plan this week with all the distractions that he's dealing with down in Jacksonville. So Titans -4 at Jacksonville.